Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Oh, I forgot. I need to tag that. Alright, there we go. Sweet. Alright, we're live over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch today. We're live on all three platforms at the same time. We're going to be playing Path of Exile 2. This is going to be kind of an interesting game. I leveled up my character a little bit more so we could do endgame farming, which is going to be kind of nice. And hopefully we do all right. Now I just want to pop out the Facebook chat because Facebook has been having some issues with the other chat. And then I think we'll be set. I think we're good to go after that. I don't have to worry as much. And I can see all of you guys. Perfect, we're set. So endgame farming, we made some adjustments to the build overall. I'm going to be a lot more deadly, a lot more dangerous. You'll see the changes to once we start doing rifts, or I should say breaches. And you're going to see a big change in power level here because I ended up doing my ascendancies yesterday. So I have all the ascendancies completed, and the character's a lot stronger. Because of that, and I've been kind of playing with a hand behind my back essentially because of the ascendancy issue. So since we corrected that, we can do tier 15s now. Now there are moments that I still die, but it's usually because I'm not paying attention and I step on something I shouldn't step on, and my resistances to chaos is a little bit low. But I generally can wave clear most mobs, and you can farm pretty effectively. This guy wants to buy that for 30 exalts. I'm gonna go sell that real quick. I wonder if I underpriced that shit. Because I dumped everything in my 30 exalt tab. So we'll see. How you doing, Jeff? Jeff, look at my damage. 37,000. It's getting better. And wait until you see us do the rifts. This is a tier 15 map, by the way. I did not realize not having one of my ascendancy traits was going to cause such a big power difference. I should have learned it first, but I don't remember why. I chose the other one thinking it would give me more damage, but I had it wrong. So I had the wrong ascendancy point put in. So like for the last week or so, I've been playing kind of like with my hands behind my back, at least on the Ranger. You know, it's my first Path of Exile experience, so I wasn't sure. I knew ascendancies were great. I knew they would help. But I was like, oh, I already have the good one, but I had that wrong. I have the okay one. But what I did not have was my ability for, what do you call it? Tailwind. Tailwind gives you attack speed and mobility. Which one does he want? He wants this one. You know what? Fuck it. I'll sell this to him to 30. They're probably worth more. So I didn't have Tailwind. Tailwind gives you more increased attack speed, and Tailwind also gives you damage because of the attack speed. It also gives you more evasion, so your character just doesn't get hit as much. Uh-oh, someone's doing a thing with a thing. What was that? Where'd that come from? Make sure I give him the right one. I have two of the same shoes in there. Thank you. And then we got ID these and get back in the lobby real quick. More energy shield fire res. I mean, that's not a bad start. Cold res on that's good too. You know what? I just made 30. I'll roll these. That's actually really not bad. 113 life. They're probably not worth a lot by any means, but we could probably sneak them in there at some point. 84, and then we'll just throw these in here for 5. We'll see if someone buys them for 5. All right. What's up, Alex, Sonny? How you guys doing? Someone did a thing. I don't know what you guys did. I don't know if you donated or subbed or something. But I don't see it. I saw the alert, but thank you for that, man. I appreciate it, whatever it was. I don't know why there was a sound and alert, but I don't see it in my alert history. So who knows what it was exactly, but oh well. Thank you. Sorry if you donated and I can't thank you because I just don't see it. But now we can do these tier 15s, which means we can kind of farm effectively. And then we can do breaches as well too, but we're gonna have to set them up so we can do them correctly. Part of it is really just getting all the towers synced together to have better drops, and then actually clearing everything. That's going to be half the battle. Then the next thing is upgrading my character a little bit more for damage. And then survivability. I think my big one is going to be buying a better chest armor. Get my resistances fixed if I can. And then after I fix my resistances, go for damage, maybe on rings, and then the amulet as well. That's another area I need to fix. Eventually I'll fix the rings too. I just haven't done it yet. But we'll see if I can get to that and try to cover it all. It's just all the cost of everything in here is expensive. What level? I'm level 89. I haven't changed much. I've been dying a lot, and I lose all my experience when I die, but since I did my ascendancies, I don't die very much anymore, so we'll be able to level up a little bit more consistently going forward. Rifts might be a risk, but now that I can just completely walk through these tier 15 maps like it's nothing, and don't get me wrong, I can still die in here. I just have to be a little bit more careful on crowd control with monsters, and then making sure I don't stand on explosives, things of that nature. And sometimes the crits can get me, resistances can get me. You know, you're not paying attention, you step on that stuff, that can get me. Yeah, this map's done, but there's a rift back there, and we're gonna try to do that one. Should have brought ID scrolls with me. There's gonna be too much loot. And I know when I do this rift, it's gonna be a little crazy too. But the power difference from today and yesterday is night and day difference. It's a really bad bow. I mean, actually, it's not horrendous. It's just the physical rolls are kind of bad, but the attack speed's good. Only 9% though. 37 energy, max life, old res, that could be decent. Let's take a look at you real quick. I like the res on it, and if I roll another res, it could be worth a divine, so we'll smash that one and cross your fingers. Energy shield and max energy shield, it still might be worth a decent amount. The rarity roll, not great. Oh, actually, hold on, let's do that. Nothing. It's probably because of this. Let's do percent energy. I mean, we could set them in here for a divine, but no one's gonna buy them because they're not double res. I could also hit them with a chaos orb and see if I hit. Yeah, let's go do this rift. This will be the fun part. Well, level 90. Last time I saw you start playing Gunna Malinus. Wait, what? Different game? Now, this is the fun part. If I don't die right away, this is the fun part. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I took a lot of damage there. Not sure if I should run this direction or the other way. Yeah, go back the other way. Can't kill this boss. I'm slow. I gotta roll. Fuck. I didn't get him. I can't attack. It's slow. Oh well. I gotta go pick up all the loot. Breach splinters. They add up. They're worth a little bit. The more you collect, the more you get. That was kind of a rough one because the map itself isn't great for this. But I'm working my way to a tower to get more breaches put onto the map. And then I can wave clear like a huge amount of actual monsters and things, but usually the loot's a lot better. This time it was just kind of a small one, unfortunately, but oh well. I'll take what I can get. And we'll move on to the next one. Is that so loud? A little bit louder than I wanted it to be. Alright, breach splinters. I knew I forgot a few.
Rather not break my back.
There's always a few. Alright, so that's done. Almost 50% of our way to the next level. We could do the next tier 15 as well. Physical damage, no. Lightning, no. That's a decent fizz roll. Got fire and cold on it too. Just gonna ditch it. I don't really need it. Currency, get rid of all this. And then I want the map back. 8 breaches or 9 breaches. This one actually gives you additional breaches in the raid, so I want to use that. But first we gotta unlock the tower. So we need to either go to the Shrine Hideout or the Abyss. Take that tier 14 with this. I'm gonna need 2 of them. That one could be rough because elementals. But let's go here. We can also do another breach out here. I'm debating on how I want to do this. I'll do a tier 14 on the hideout, and then do a tier 14 on the tower. The background music makes it a lot better, especially when you're running like riffs. It's a lot better. Now, as long as I don't get copyrighted for it. Hope not. Any more monsters in here I need to get? Now I just need to buff my magic find. And that was a simple map. Have I found this one yet? This one looks different. I don't know what that one is. That can't be that good though. Max life, max mana, cold res. That's really good. Don't need that one. Ooh, 73%. Can you get an additional arrow on it? Well, you can get a projectile for grenade skills, but can you roll that into the hat itself, like the crossbow? I want to slam that one. See if I get movement speed. I don't know, maybe someone would pay for it. Yeah. Let's see, legendary. I don't have that one. That one just went right in the stash. Awesome. I'm finding more legendary items now that I didn't know existed, which is surprising. And now we gotta go do the tier. We'll do a tier 14 on the tower. We'll do this one on the rift. I think we'll be okay. What's up, Reynold? How you doing, man? Now I can actually hear like all the monsters a little bit.
Storming arrow.
I just gotta find the staircase. My movement speed went up too a lot because of the tailwind. So tailwind's an effect in the top corner, and now that I have it maxed, it gives you, I forgot what it is. Every stack you get 10 stacks, and then you get like attack speed, and then you get a boost to your. Oh, I'm gonna die. I literally got stuck between the two. GG's. It gives you movement speed. That one. And then it also bumps your evasion up. As long as you stack it, it helps with survivability. Now, the only thing I need to do is I need to fix my resistances a bit. My cold damage is really bad. That's why I died last time. Plus they did extra like 50% cold. So when I walked into Snowball, I was trying to avoid it, but I just ate it. And then I got pinched between the other two and got pinched. So I can still die to elemental stuff, depending on the map. It's rare, more rare, but it still happens. But once I fix the chest armor, and probably double up with a higher tier evasion rating on the armor, and then I bump up more resistances, that should fix a little bit of my problems. I'm not sure which one I should put on my chest, or how I want to do that. Because either way, it's going to be very expensive. Oh, fuck. I didn't see that goddamn thing. That's why I don't like those, they're invisible. Almost one tap my ass. He's behind me again, I hear him. I'll make sure I didn't miss the staircase. It's not that one. Damn, that still hit me. I avoided that one. Ah, there I go. I can put the breach tab in here. This is part of the process. You go through the towers, complete the tower, unlock the tower, go back to town. I wish it made a portal when you click that. That way it saves you from having to do it yourself. Get rid of our junk loot here. Actually, it's not horrendously bad, but it's still not good either. And then I need this one. So this will irradiate 9 maps nearby. It's going to give us 6% experience, and then the breaches will contain additional breaches. So this one, and then that one, for example. Sulfuric Caverns, Abyss. That'll be a fun one. Cenotes, whatever the fuck. I've only played that map a few times. It's interesting. It's like a seaside kind of like shoreline map with like a bunch of water holes, like kind of like that. But that one's rare. I don't see it very often. There's also Spiderwoods, Crypt, rare monsters, additional stuff, more loot. Mire. So we got a lot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A lot, like 10 of them or so. We're gonna try tier 15. This one has Burning Ground. More loot, more gear. We'll see. And then I guess, should we do Hidden Grotto? It's my only choice, unless I want to do Deserted. I don't remember Deserted. Which one is that? We'll do that one. We'll come back for the grotto. Oh, I know which one the grotto is. Like a little cave-like style map. I also shredded all my maps, and I turned them into tier 14s and tier 15s. But we're still looking for more tier 15 maps. It's going to be something we need to do and work on. But we'll get there.
Thunderous shot.
Now, these are going to be stronger. But we should be able to do it. The only thing that's questionable is going to be the breach. And I guess there's 2 breaches in this one. So there's 2 hands somewhere. So if we find one, there's a second one, and we could do it again. And things like that I still have to avoid. Because those can kill me. They go the other way. There's no more to kill over here. I gotta go the other way, but I'm not gonna make it in time before it closes. Yeah. That's kind of a short one. Loot wasn't too crazy. But once we get our magic find up a little bit more, we'll start finding better gear. But realistically, we'll find just better gear in general too. I grabbed the wrong thing. Fuck. All these breach splinters.
Stay light, stay alive.
And make sure I don't pick up any junk. Sometimes I grab low value items with misclicks.
Stay light, stay
I don't really want to do that. Alright, so that was part one. Still got the rest of the map to clean out. But it wasn't a bad start. And I left a crossbow here. We'll go ID this and get rid of the rest. 40 cold, max life evasion rating. I'm not sure like what good stats are for shields. I usually just don't mess with them unless I can like really tell. Those are decent damage rolls, but not great overall. Dexterity. Ew. Energy shield, no.
Of course.
Actually, I should probably take a stack with me. And then we can get rid of the maps. Another breach tablet. 7% additional breaches. Not bad. And then we can go back. There should be another breach in here though. And that would let us hopefully have a better run at it. That one wasn't bad. I just ran out of space. And then you can't keep it going. Because I think the way that it works, and I could be wrong, breaches expand, but I think the frequency at which you're killing monsters and continuously killing monsters, the breach will continue to expand. So the more you kill, I think the further and further it goes. But what you really run into is like map restrictions, it seems like, where the map takes up enough space. Like the pathways just get narrow, like there's choke points in the map, and then you can't get to other monsters. They just don't spawn in because the area is too narrow. So there's nothing for you to really fight. And then that's why on like certain maps like Crypts, it's really bad and it just doesn't work. And you're just like sitting on the edge shooting like 1 or 2 monsters at a time, and it's slow. But overall, at least we're doing breaches now. Just gotta find the other one. Said there should be one. At least I think there should be one. The map's kind of big, so we still got time to find it. Might just be hiding in a corner. That was close. So that map's completed. But I don't know where the other breach is. I think if you complete the map, it should like reveal the map and then show you if there's anything that you missed, like special interest, like ritual locations, and then maybe some other stuff. Save you time on having to loot and look for everything. I'm also might need to learn blink on this character so I can move faster too. If there's not another breach in here, I'm gonna be really disappointed. It says contains additional. We'll find it. Maybe. Oh, I gotta move. Okay, not there. So maybe back the other way? That's where we started. Over here. Maybe it's up there. Or back in this corner. This whole area is unexplored right here. I just haven't seen like the wisps. Usually there's like this little aura that comes off the hands. Like a little blue, like, not blue, it's like purple. Like a little trail. And it kind of floats around and you can kind of see it. Usually lets you know it's like, hey, it's over this direction. I haven't found that yet. Could be up here too. I don't think it would spawn them that close to each other though, but maybe they would. Two chests, nothing though. What's my favorite character to play? Favorite Super Nintendo game? Oh god, probably like the old school Mario. Man, I grew up with it as a kid. Kind of hard to beat. I think what else we played on there. Mario was like the big one. I think everyone got into that, like started out with it. Like really like the only game in existence at the time. There were a lot of other ones. But I have a lot of good memories of Mario. And then Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country was another one. That one, the fucking minecart level can eat my entire ass. That was incredibly frustrating as a kid. I remember, like, my brother and I, he's 2 years older than me, 2.5 or so. And I remember my mom tried to beat that level. Like she'd try to beat it for us because there was a section that we couldn't jump at the right time, and we always kept fucking it up. So she would try. I think she was able to do it, but my brother and I struggled. We had a rough time with that one. That's a good bow with attack speed, though. Like right here. 12%'s really, really good. It's not a lot, like, not 20, but 12% on a bow? It's better than 0. It's a valuable stat. It's just, can you roll it with a high fizz damage roll and everything else that you want on there? I'm starting to believe there's no other hand in this map. And that they are lying to me. I don't know where it would be. Breaches in area contain one additional class band. Maybe it only applies to one of the maps, not all of the maps. So maybe it's saying like breaches in area contain an additional hand. So maybe not each map has it. It's just that it's possible that one map may contain an additional breach hand. Maybe I got that wrong, or maybe I got it right. I don't know. That'd be a good question to ask. One of all spell skills. That's decent. The energy shield little sucks. It's not a bad skill amulet so far. You want mana on there too. Now you just want like resistances and then maybe max life. Ugh, 8 lightning res. Boo! That's not worth it. It's like worth like nothing in my opinion. Oh, that sucks. We tried. No, he tried. I mean, the spell damage is still on there. Rip, dude. I mean, the thing is, you want skills on your amulet. I mean, it gave me max mana and energy shield. It's just they're T1 rolls, so they're all horrendously bad. The lightning resistance, and that was like 30, then maybe it'd be worthwhile. Fire damage, cold damage, no. We'll throw that in the junk drawer though, because I can roll that. I need to go find tier 15 maps. I have this one, which gives me a lot of rarity, so I want to use that. And we'll roll this one here. Ooh, 365 for crit hit. We'll roll that though, that's fine. Just don't get hit, essentially. Just don't get fucking hit. Can I post my skill tree for the ranger? Been playing with her, just wanted to choose the right path. I could post you the one that I'm copying. Click end game in the tab. That's the one I'm using. Oh, that one doesn't have an additional hand. Well, maybe. This one does. This one should drop better loot, though, if this one goes well. Yeah, I didn't build this character myself. I mean, I farmed everything and built it myself, but I didn't build the skill tree out. Like, I'm not good enough at this game to do it. I'm new, so I have no idea how to make characters work well. I can play them and follow a guide and get the gear and farm it, but yeah, doing it the other way? Nah. Don't think so. And I am slow in here. Must be some map effects I'm not aware of. It's okay though. I gotta find the breach. Also, we need to find some divines today. We didn't find any yesterday. Not a single one. So, we'll see how many we get today. Maybe I'll get my mirror. Wouldn't that be nice? The rarity modifier on this map is pretty high. Gonna buy for 1 divine. I'll leave my map for that. That is the second jewel. Oh, he wants gloves. Okay, which gloves are those? You want a divine for that? Oh yeah, it's the energy shield one. No wonder. Yeah. It has a little bit of magic find on there too, which is a bonus. It's not a lot, but it's a really good one with the life and the regen. Thank you. Good luck.
What is it?
7 to 20, 23 damage, projectile speed. That's honestly not a bad quiver. I mean, it's T2, but those are all good stats. Alright, what are we up to now? 5 divines. I owe Jeff a divine, by the way. I don't think it'll be a problem paying him back now. 29 life. Cold res. Ugh. I'd roll that, but that's not right. This, maybe. I was gonna see if we can hit like plus skills on that or something. Both skills, projectile speed, or attack speed would have been nice, but nah. It ain't worth it. Let's throw that in quivers though, and do stuff with it later. I can blend these together. This one has 16 attack speed on it, which I liked, but not good enough. And then we need to do this.
Time is of the essence.
I need a map tab so I can like shit all that stuff back into the map. A divine drought. Hey, I haven't found one. I've traded for 2 today. Yesterday I haven't found any. Today I haven't found one yet. We'll find one. I know it'll happen. But yeah, it's definitely a fucking divine drought for sure. Everyone always messages me to trade when I go right into the map. You couldn't have done it a fraction of a second before. It's like, no, I want to make you waste a portal. I'm like, no. Gotta farm it, then maybe trade it. Not for... I don't leave my map for anything less than a divine. Now, one exalt, I'm not wasting it. I need that. I need it later. Well, we made some changes. This is a tier 15 map, and we're flying through them. We can still die, don't get me wrong. We can still make mistakes, but we're stronger than we were yesterday. A lot stronger. A lot stronger. I did the ascendancies, so now I have all my ascendancy points, and that's why. The ascendancy points give me better chance to not get hit. It upgrades my overall, what do you call it? It upgrades my evasion rating. It gives me faster movement speed, and it gives me faster attack speed. So my damage went up, my survivability went up, all because of those abilities. I almost just died right there to that pillar, but that's stuff you have to watch out for. But if I can get to them in time, I can usually freeze them, and I don't have to worry as much. And then stuff like that on the ground, that can still kill me. Have not found the portal entrance yet. There's one in here. It's hiding from me. Yeah, now my damage is 51,000. It fluctuates between 50 to, like, I think it fluctuates between 50 to, like 30 some plus, 37. I need to roll out of there. Fuck. That was close. Have not found the rift yet. Could be down here. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? I'm pretty sure there's one in this map.
That's quite nice.
That's why I chose to go here. Now it has a ritual on it, but where's the where's the thing? Be back that way. I missed a spot. Even over here too. Interesting. Let's go clear out the inventory anyway. Could be over there too. Hold on. Let me take a look at that. Max life rolls really bad. Elemental rarity. Cold res is good. The evasion and everything else sucks on that. The cold res is so nice though. If only it was better. That has rarity too. No, thank you. Increase physical 73. Ugh. No.
Of course.
Dump the maps in here. And then head back in there. It's gotta be here, right? Like, I know there's a ritual, but where's the hand? Where's the hand? Where's it hiding from me? I haven't killed the bosses yet. Well, look at all those fucking attacks. Oh, that's crazy. I gotta stand close to him to deal damage. It's probably back up in that section where that boss is. Because I didn't go that far, but it could also be in a corner. Or we'll find out. Oh, fuck. I gotta roll back. I think I hear it. That's the ritual. That's not there. Gotta be back here, you think, right? Oh, like those things, those can kill me. If I'm standing on them. I'm not paying attention. Is it possible for the breach hand not to spawn in? Even though it says there is one? That doesn't make sense. Unless I misread the label, but I don't think I did. There's a ritual here. I don't see any like traily wisp looking things anywhere. Could be down there too. Alright. Running out of locations. Starting to think it doesn't exist. But it could be by the boss. That's a pretty big area we didn't look at. Wouldn't surprise me. Right by the spawn? That's cool. Alright, so we gotta go down that way and around probably. Damn, I checked the whole map. Sheesh. What's up, Patrick? How you been, man? It's supposed to start snowing soon. I haven't looked at the forecast in the last couple days, but like 3 days ago I looked at it and they were like, yeah, it's gonna snow like 10 inches. And I was like, no, thank you. I'm good. Keep that shit for yourself. Yeah, the ritual's over there. I see it. I'll get the boss first, I think. Gotta dodge that first. And we could probably get our loot taken out of here too. Then I guess we'll do a ritual. Oh, not a ritual, but we'll do that. The question is that gonna work here? It's a very narrow area, so there's only so many places I can run. Invasion dex. 185 for max life. The cold res is sick. The energy shield sucks. The max energy shields suck. If that was like a tier, like a higher tier, it'd be nice. This is decent. There's no reses. Good lightning res. Good max life. Ah, fuck. I had to try. If it rolled like 30 or like another 37, yeah. I've been on tier 15 map. Burning ground and additional shrine. I mean, that'd be okay. Looks a little rough though. Let's go do this. I only got 2 portals left. Better get it done and not die. And not die. So this one, I could run up and out, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It only moves so slow in like one direction until it gets to like the wider area. And I feel like this is gonna move too slow. I see. I can't run the other way because it's a dead end. I can run this way. Yeah, it's just gonna close.
What luck?
Rough. Rough. Sometimes the map makes it better or worse, and that one was just really bad. If it was located like in a more center or more open map, you can just keep the map going. And that one, just not great. I could have walked up more that way maybe, but I don't know if it make a difference. Oh well, either way, we're leveling up. Got a little bit of extra free loot here. And we just moved to the next one. I was thinking about doing the ritual, but like it's worth it. 29 spirit max life, lightning res. Not bad.
Time is of the essence.
That's a tier 15. Why did you go in there? I should go here. Can we do another one? Yeah, sulfuric caverns. This one's gonna suck. The monsters hit harder. But I think we'll be okay. I hope. Yeah, it's also got burning ground, which is a little rough. A lot of narrow pathways here. No divine orbs yet. Crazy. They do exist. I've seen them. I'm kind of surprised though. I've been doing the tier 15 maps, and I haven't found any like divine orbs. Oh fuck, that's crazy. Actually straight up might kill me. And I found all my other divines on like random maps before this. It's a drought. You think they'd be dropping them left and right, but no, it's just rare. That's super rare. Also, I need you guys to help me. If you see anything that says heavy belt and it's a white text and it just says heavy belt, let me know. I doubt anyone will notice it, but hey, yeah, it never hurts. Oop, almost died. That's close. I want to see what that tier 4 quarterstaff is. It's only a blue one, but it could roll like a really high fizz roll. Like you might get like a tier 8 roll on it instead of tier 4. So you could try and see what happens. Now there's a breach in here somewhere. Oh, fuck off, guys. Damn. Yeah, it's to my right. Well, I'm a little nervous about this one. These monsters are fucking me up with the poison damage. They do 40% more, and I don't have chaos res for it. So it's like my weakest link, and they hurt. Ooh, fuck. Can't stand there. There he is. Trying to kill this one. And the breach is right here. I saw it earlier. Nice, strong. That could be a problem. There's gotta be more down here. points though. Ah. No divines, no good loot. I don't really see any exalts either. Where's my money, game? Why am I cursed? It was a good run, but I don't really have any good crazy loot. Ah, there's an exalt. Okay, thanks. Thanks, GG. You're listening out. I also accept currency payments in the forms of divine orbs. And then mirrors, if you guys are feeling frisky. But that's up to you, not up to me. Oh, that's a big ass fucking circle, dude. I have no space. Excuse me. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Max life. Damn. 143% physical damage roll. I regal that just to see what happens. That's kind of a good start to a belt, too. Max life, cold res, lightning res, and an additional max life. That might actually have some value. Not a lot, but maybe. Really? Only one? What more would you want on there? Like a tri-res one? Like, goddamn, how greedy are you? Rarity, ugh. It's only 9%. Mana ring. Let's take a look. Oh my fucking god. That's insane. That's actually insane. 143 plus 42 to 54. Like that is an absurd staff. It's gonna do 500 DPS. It's gonna do more because I'm gonna add another 40 to it. I don't even know what that's worth. Yeah, buddy. Fuck in hell. It's gonna be worth a lot. Let me just put it that way. Let's finish the roll. Give me attack speed or something crazy. The crit bonus is nice. Dexterity intel could be better. Holy shit. I'll do that. We'll quality this up. And then we can throw some runes in this. Oh wow, that's nuts, dude. All right, where's the runes? I got a whole thing that says rune, and I can't figure it out. Now don't put the wrong ones in here. That would be embarrassing, because then you can't take them out. So you just gotta type iron, and then you double check it, and it says increase physical damage in weapons. We're gonna stick those in there. And now I have a 595 DPS staff. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much fucking damage that does. Like, you will in a minute. I'm gonna throw that on my monk, actually, because we'll probably play that later. And that is kind of insane. I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna do this. Whisper. Price check? He's gonna fucking freak. I wonder if he's streaming. Oh, he's not even live? You slut. That's gonna be worth a good amount because of the damage. The crit bonus maybe. These other stats I don't think matter. I mean, dexterity and intelligence, those will help because you can use the gloves on that monk too. But yeah, this is gonna be fucking crazy. 700 DPS. Oh my god. Like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm actually gonna die. Like, it's so much damage, dude. 67 divine orbs. That's what he's asking. It's the only one that's similar to mine. What's his DPS? Like money. I fucking told you. I think we solved my divine problem. Yeah, yeah, I think it's worth more, dude. I think it's worth a lot more. But I wonder, he's got skills though. So that's gonna give him more damage. Mine's probably worth a good amount. We can find out. Let me take the item. I don't know why that was on there. It's still not gonna show up because the damage is so fucking high. So the way we do this, you go to equipment filters, physical DPS, and what we do is we go look at mine. And mine is sitting at 700. So what we can do is we go back to the trading chart and we go close this, and we're gonna take that stat off, and then we're gonna put crit. We're not gonna put that. We're gonna do like 750 here, and we're gonna click search. Now this is gonna bring all the staffs up for 700 and some plus damage. And I think mine was 750. 700. And we're gonna go by damage. So he's got 25, 28, 20. Is mine really? 69. So he wants 20. He wants 67 because he has plus skills. I have a crit bonus on mine, which is good. Physical DPS. Can I search by physical DPS? Yeah. If I just do physical DPS, mine's still 700. They want 45, 100, 100, 15, 20. This one's close. He wants 19. I'd say about 20. So that's 20 divine orbs right there. Now the question is, do I sell it for 20 divine orbs, or do I use it on my monk? I'll set an order offer for 30 just because that's fucking insane. No one's gonna pay 30 for it. If they want to buy it for 30, I'll let them fucking have it. I'll find another one. But yeah, holy shit. Divine orbs aren't dropping, but good stabs are. Jesus. Give me more max life and armor. Oh, evasion. That's why. That might be worth a divine orb. Maybe a little less. It's got armor on it. It's not gonna... I'll just check it in the one divine drawer. If it sells, it sells. I want to roll this one too. But you can tell, like, now that we're like doing this other stuff, the drops are getting better. Like, consistently better. That's a decent start to a belt. Fuck. It gave me strength, lightning res, and cold res. Cold res is fine, but it's the low roll. It's not worth much. So you want this, like 30 and 40. That gets you a divine orb. This gets you put in the reject bin, is what happens. That's how that works. We all accept perfection here. No, not really. I accept anything that I could sell, realistically. Ah, dude, what a staff though. Like, that's so rare. That's actually incredibly rare.
Don't mind if I do.
I gotta go stop the recording on that one. And then go show that later. Oh god, that's so fucking gross too. I can't believe I fucking rolled that. It's a 20 plus divine orb staff. Now if it hit like skills or something, you're talking like 80. If it hit attack speed, you're talking more. Now I just need to hit it with a Chaos Orb. And then try to go for them skill rolls. I'm either going to use it on my monk or I'm going to sell it. Realistically, I should just use it on my monk. It's such a good staff. It's stronger than my bow. Like, it's by far. My bow only cost me like 4 or 5 divine orbs. So that's like 4 times more, 5 times more expensive. Like, that is a phenomenally good staff. Like, the damage roll is just so unbelievably high. Actually, I kind of want to go throw it on my monk and see what damage it does. Might do that after this match. It's gonna be nuts. It'd probably add like 15k, 10k damage to my build, maybe more. Oh, that fucking hurt. God damn. I didn't know you were serious, my guy. We do it on a dual string bow. It's so funny too, because I was like, yeah, I wonder, I hope, I said something about that being a 4-tier roll on a blue. And I said something like, oh, that's a tier 4 bow. I hope it has a high fizz roll on it. I'll pick it up just in case we get lucky, because it can roll higher. Because it can roll higher than tier, you know, I was like, maybe it'll get me like a tier 8 fizz roll or something. And it fucking did. That's so fucking funny that I said that shit right before I rolled it too.
Don't mind if I do.
That's like comedy. Like, that's perfect. I'm standing in between the fire here to ID these. Oh, I don't have ID scrolls. Son of a bitch. I guess we'll just come back for that level 2 staff. But the way that works, if you guys are curious, when you find blue items can be tiered items. And each item has a tier assigned to it. So for example, these gloves, it can do 1 to 2 damage for the first stat, the first value. And then it can do 3 to 4 for the second value. So this one's a tier 1 roll, and it rolled 2. And it's like, it says 3 to, well, it's 2 out of 3 fire is what it is. So this one can either roll 1 or 2 for the first slot or 3 or 4. Now, tier 1, tier 1, tier 3, and tier 2. So when you find an item that says tier 4, all of these will be tier 4, which is a higher value. And there's only certain things that are classified as tier 1. So if you have something that's tier 4, it will not roll those tier 1 rolls. And I don't just mean it'll roll like these numbers like tier 1. There's certain traits that you could only get in tier 1, and it won't go outside that. It won't add it to your item. So the higher the tier item, generally speaking, the better item that you can find. Like, so for example, this is a tier 9 damage roll on a fire bow, 58 to 77, and it could roll 45 to 67, or it could roll 68 to 102 for the higher, like the low and the high value. So if you had a tier 8 bow or a tier 9 bow, all these would be tier 8s on the bottom. But there's some really annoying things that you don't want on your weapon. Like sometimes like this physical stuff and the damage roll, like those are also helpful. It's just, you don't really need them like certain times, like the mana one. Sometimes you want other things like skills and things that give you damage like attack speed or something else. So it's not bad. It's just, you don't roll like, ooh, better distance, like that you can see, like light radius or something. Like that won't happen. Like you will not get a light radius roll. Like it just goes away. But yeah, that fucking fizz roll being the second one on there was insane. Crazy. I don't think I'll ever get that lucky again. Absolutely disgusting. I don't know what to do with that. Like, do I sell it? Do I feed my family? Got a couple tier 15 maps here.
Go on.
The other question is, what do I buy with that if I sold it?
Yes.
Because I could really buy whatever gear I want for the build that we're doing now.
Of course.
Like that upgrades everything. That one sucks because it takes away your resistances. Minus 14 maximum player res. Not cool. Not cool. This one's decent. Shock round sucks, but it's not a big deal. This one's phenomenal. You get 60% rarity of items found in the area. You get more monsters packed in there. They do deal more damage, but it is what it is. Enfeeble, I can handle that. This one's also okay. The poison modifier sucks. They also get an extra rare one. Oh well. We need more monsters, more mobs, more people, more things. And, you know, it's good for business. More loot. Oh, that map's not done yet. I didn't get the boss. Wait, hold on. Where the fuck? Where's the other guy? Okay, he's not on the map yet. Maybe I still need to kill a lot more monsters than I thought.
Thunderous shot.
All that because of a tier 4 rolled staff. Blue. All that. Oh yeah, I have to fight the big boss. I forgot. Can I kill this guy? Yeah, I can kill this guy. Maybe. This one's kind of tricky because there's 2 of them, and I don't like them. If he hits me with his slam, he can kill me, but he's actually, like, protected right now. I don't know why. What's going on here? Oh, he teleported out the fucking way. I might die here. And that one's dead. I gotta... Oh, it's a shield. That's why. It's because he's got a temporal bone dead. Hold on, hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh, fuck me. I don't think I can actually kill him. Oh, I got him. I was just like, please don't fucking blow up on me. God damn, that was rough. His shield regenerated so fast that I could not do enough damage and stand in that slow to actually almost kill him. That was brutal. Ooh, rarity and fire res. Give me max life. Give me another res. Another thing. Fire damage on that. That's not bad. That's the hard part with this game is you see like good stats and you're just like, ooh, I'm gonna get addicted to getting good items. Max mana's good. Regen. You could roll that, but I don't know. This I'm gonna roll and hope you hit like double res and maybe some other stats on it. Maybe. It might be okay. The energy shield, maybe someone will need it. Yeah, maybe. He doesn't have max life on his, but he's got max mana. What mine roll? 85. And mine's 32. The thing is my rarity's so high. I don't think I get a divine for it, but we can try. Alright, let's go back to the next one. Rarity increased. And we'll see. I'm gonna put this other stuff away too. I'm in here. I need a junk drawer. I need to get rid of all these rings too. Good grief. Please don't judge me. Don't judge me. We're going through it right now. Oh, this one might suck for, oh, maybe not. Early to tell. Might not suck. Well, I wanted a divine orb, but we got a 20 divine orb plus staff. I feel like that's something you either sell to farm a character, or you just use it on your own character because you're never going to find something quite like that again. Unless you just want to sell it for raw cash and then use those items to fund everything on one guy to fund more items, then yes. Yeah, that fucking roll is beautiful. Imagine you were doing a self-found character and you roll that shit. Like, ugh. There's an option where you play the game and you don't do any trading. So anything that you find and loot off the ground is the only stuff that you can use. So you have to find all your items, all your gear yourself. You can't buy anything, you can't trade for anything. You can use the vendors and things like that in the game as far as I know. But you cannot do it from another player. You have to find the item or craft it yourself. So it changes the overall experience of the game and makes it harder, more challenging. Because you can't just, oh, I have 10 divine orbs, boom, go buy a really valuable staff. You can't do it. You gotta go find one. So if you were doing that and then you found one and then you rolled that, oh man, your game just became super easy. You would do so much damage so fast. It's just not even funny. How am I getting my mana? My ranger's so addicted. Okay, so Nick, I got a trick for you. This is what a few people have told me, and I'll show you. It's called amulet anointments. And if you look at my skill tree, I'm doing something a little different. This little node right here. See how it's active, yet I didn't path to it? So what you'll do is you hold Alt. And when you look at it, it'll give you this recipe. Distilled emotions, disgust, disgust, and ire. So you need to find these, which are your, what do you call them? You find them not in the rifts, but you find them in the delirium caverns or whatever. And then what you'll do is you apply it to your amulet in this order: disgust, disgust, and ire, and then it will unlock this node for you. This node gives me 20% increased mana regeneration, and it gives me 8% reduced mana cost on skills. So the way that works, if you look at my amulet, it says allocates conservative casting, and it gives me that 20% increased mana rate and 8% mana reduced cost of skills. So that's what that is. And I use that. It helps, but my mana is usually a problem. I can't run certain builds because it will, how would I say this? Like if I have like a quiver that gives me like +2 skills and I have a bow or something else that gives me like +2, +3, my mana just goes to shit because it's costing so much. The spell cast is too much. But there's ways to fix that. You know, you have to get higher value gear, higher value loot that gives you more mana. So life mana on rings, mana regeneration. The other one that you can do on your gear, on this bow, physical damage is mana, leeches this. And then there's one where it like gives you enemy mana per kill. You can do that on rings too. I don't think these have it on there. But if you stack things like that, you can run really, really high cost spells. Plus you can anoint your amulet. Yeah, no worries, dude. You're fine. You came in at a good time. I'm glad I could answer that question because it was something I struggled with. And I was like, I didn't even know you can anoint an amulet. Like someone in my chat told me to do it. And I was like, how the fuck do you do that? And then someone showed me how to do it. And I was like, fuck, why didn't I do that earlier? You know, this is my first time playing through Path of Exile, so I still have a lot to learn. But we've come a long way so far, so I think we're doing just fine. I'm doing tier 15 maps, grinding. My ranger makes it look bad. Hey man, I'm level 90 almost, so you just gotta level up and keep grinding it out. Eventually you'll get there. If I can do it and I had no prior experience, you could do it too. I will also, give me a second. I will link you the build. That's the build I use. There's a tab in there that you need to click though. There's a tab that will take you to the actual stats for endgame, but it depends on where you're at. If you're doing like early stuff, or if you're doing mid-game stuff, if you're in maps, you want to build it slightly different. But it'll tell you which. You just have to select the tab if you're familiar with the website. So yeah, just make sure you don't build the wrong one, and you're like, this doesn't work. And if I could give you advice, learn this ability first. Like go this direction on your tree. You get more attack speed, skill speed. You get Tailwind. Tailwind gives you more. It gives you more evasion. It gives you attack speed, and allows you to dodge attacks so you don't die as much. So I would really recommend you invest in that. A lot. It's big business. Super, super good idea. Would recommend it. Ooh, that hurt. I need that tier 4 crossbow. I'm trying to loot mid-breach, which is really dumb. Why can't I attack? I got stunned or some bullshit. I think this one's gonna be over. I don't think anything's gonna spawn in. I'm gonna go grab that tier 4 crossbow. Why I can. I'll take my wins. We just found like a 20 divine staff too. Oh, you got all 8? Okay, yeah, you're fine then. If you got all 8, you'll be good. No fizz damage. Boo. Can't get that lucky. Ooh, minion skills. That could be valuable. Max life, max mana. Those are sick. Energy shield roll sucks. No. $92 to evasion rating. 37. No. Has rarity on it. Energy shield kind of low. Max mana is crazy high though. Not gonna be worth much. Maybe 5. I'll let someone roll it. I'll sell it for 5. I'll just chuck it in there. This one's interesting to me. It has 2 minion skills, so that has potential. I don't know what you need on it though. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's better now. The mana's low. No resistances though. Fuck. Max life. That was huge. It's a huge roll. Not as valuable as I thought it would be. If you throw rarity into it, it will be more valuable. Because of that. Something similar to mine. Honestly, it might be worth the divine because of the +2. This is +1. We can chuck it in here and see what happens. Does your guy ever just keep spamming an attack with your mouse unclicked? I haven't had that happen, but I've definitely had it to where I felt like I've been stunned and I couldn't attack, but I wasn't stunned. So my character just stands there and does nothing. As like, is that an input bug or am I actually stunned? Like, and I can't tell the difference. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and we'll be right back. All right, maybe it's the mouse then. The attack. I love all the setups of you have on your build. You linked very well. Dude, that is done by Fubgun and he's like a pro at this game, and he's absolutely nuts. I want to brag about something. You want to see what we found? Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at it. Would you just look at it? I found that a minute ago. When it dropped, it was a blue staff that said tier 4. And I was like, maybe it'll roll. You know, it said tier 4 and it was a blue item. And I was like, maybe it'll roll a really high physical damage roll on it. And it rolled the 166 to increase physical or whatever it was. Actually, I think it was lower than that because I think I rolled it twice. Yeah, I did roll it twice. And I was like, oh, maybe that'll be good. It was like 144 at the time. And I was like, I'm going to slam it, you know, and I just rolled it. And I got the physical damage immediately after. It's a 20 divine staff. That's like the best thing I've found so far. I'm going to keep doing more of these maps because apparently we find good shit now. Val Orbit? Oh, you son of a bitch. Don't tempt me. Oh, God. If... Hold on, wait. Can you get a third socket if you already have it socketed? So, like, if I Val Orbit right now, it either... What does the Val Orb do specifically? It does... it either gives you a socket, it'll corrupt it, and it'll change the stats to be worse, right? Like, that's the only negatives, outcomes that you have. You have, like, 3 outcomes. You either get better stats than you currently have, worse stats than you currently have, or you get a socket. Are those the 3 options that happen? And it doesn't have to be unsocketed. Like, since I have those runes in there, it would just put a third unsocketed into it, right? But once I Val Orbit, it's corrupted forever. And I'm stuck with whatever it rolls. God. What would that be worth? What would another 4... What would a... Well, hold on, let me think. It's 20% per physical increase thing. So it would be... We're at, what, 200% now? It'd be 226%, so the attack damage would go up another 20%. It does 700 DPS now. So, I mean, it would go up a lot. like another 20%. Whatever 20% of 700 is. Math is hard. That'd be ridiculous. It'd probably go from like a 20 tier staff to 20 valid staff to being like maybe like 40. Oh, maybe not. Maybe, well, maybe. I don't know how much the damage would increase percent wise. Does it really matter? The only thing with that one that sucks, it doesn't have any other attributes that really help. I heard Ziz say it was 25% to brick it. Not a good idea. Yeah, it's a low roll. It's like a, if you have all the money in the world and you don't care, then fucking do it. Like it's not gonna end it. But I'm like sitting here going, man, I could sell that and I could buy whatever I want for my ranger. Like I can get a really nice upgrade, or I could use it on my monk and save myself 20 divines. But I think what I'll end up doing is either use it on the monk if I decide to play the monk again, or I'll sell it for better gear for the ranger, and then I will farm more items and more gear easier. And I think that makes more sense. It's like, hey, you have a character to farm maps, make that guy really strong, really effective, really efficient, and use him to source out your other gear. And yeah, my ranger's getting a lot stronger, and it's like, well, I could swap that for a 20 divine bow. My bow is shit. It's actually not shit. It just doesn't have an additional arrow. I crafted this bow too, by the way. You want to know how I crafted this fucking bow? I went to the vendor and I gambled, and it gave me 149 physical damage roll, and I slammed it and I rolled 28 to 53 physical on it with a chaos orb. That's how I got that bow. So there are ways to get lucky when you craft. That's how I got that one. But I think if I just spend all the money on my ranger to farm everything else that I want to farm, it makes more sense. Use him to pay out and build my other characters and make him just really strong. But I also think it's not going to matter as much too, because if they start doing leagues and I play in a league, everything's going to get reset anyway, and I have to start over. So yeah. But right now, this thing fucking rips, and I got a shit bow. But I really want that third arrow. I want that third arrow for wave clear. And then just higher end maps. I get lucky refreshing trade, stocking people offline until they show up. Wait, really? What are you trying to stock for the trades? Are you just trying to like price gouge, like where somebody you're trying to undercut people? I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Like I get it. I mean, why not? I buy shit for if it's mislisted too. For them to come online? Wait, what? So you see an item that they're selling and then you wait for them to go online and then buy it from them for cheap? Or
Of course.
something different? I'll try this one, but they have poison hit. Oof. Oh, it's Blooming Fields though. Let's go. I kind of have the opposite. I run into issues where people try to scam all the time. So they'll purposely list items they're never going to sell for cheaper than what they should be to get other people to list theirs. So every time I try to buy something, they're like, no. And they just don't don't join my invites, and that drives me crazy. But I understand it. Like, I recognize it now. Like, it's like, oh, that's a Chinese name. And I know that sounds super fucking racist, but it's like, it's always a Chinese account, and they're always just either a bot account or some other bullshit where it's like, if it's not a Chinese account, it's like numbers, letters and numbers, where it's still probably a bot. And they just do that shit on purpose. And when I bought my gloves, someone tried to trade scam me. It was so funny. He was trying to sell these gloves for $5, and I was like, well, he won't sell them for $5. Like, and then he finally messaged me about it and invited me, and then he swapped out the gloves. Like, he tried to roll like different gloves. Yeah, which I thought was fucking comedy. So who knows? Things to watch out for, things to learn. I got stunned. That's awkward. Drop me a divine orb, you bitch. I want more. I haven't found a single divine orb today. I did find a 20 Exalt 20 divine staff though. And I'm complaining about divine orbs. Yeah, I learned to memorize the names. I don't have rare all yellow. Wait, what? I trade like currency to wait for people to be online. Interesting. That is kind of interesting, actually. I know there's a ton of ways people make money in the game. A lot of it's like people scalp items, or they try to, and then people just list things. The other one that I noticed, like, you can get really good at it is you snipe items that are missing like 1 or 2 modifiers, and then you craft them and you hope you get lucky. And if you get lucky, you spend, you know, 10, 20 exalts, maybe less, maybe like 5 or 10, and then you craft it. And if you get lucky, it's worth like 5 or 10 divine orbs if you get a really good roll. And it's just like, damn, like, you can do that? And it's like, yeah, you could technically do it. You just have to sit in the trade window all day and look for them. But some people do that, from what I've been told, and you get really good at it, and you can make a good amount of divines in a day. Seems like a lot of work though. I also just like farming in the map though, not doing a trade simulator. A little bit different. Bought an item with 5 rolls thinking I could exalt it. Yeah, 1 stat was double rolled. Oh no. That happens. Yeah. That happens. Oh, I gotta move out of there. That'll fucking kill me. Oh, damn. A Warden Bow. I'll take that. Tier 3. I just want to... I guess I should buy a better bow. I could buy a better bow or a quiver. Well, technically, I could do both. I could buy like a monster bow for what I sell the staff for. Or I could just buy a really good quiver and then maybe split it and do 10 divine for each and go both ways. I think the bow would be better because it's like global damage, and then the other one doesn't count as much. I'm gonna have to ask Sync about that one. The only problem is I gotta find a buyer for my 20 divine bow. Or my staff. I mean, some monk will buy it. Like, some rich monk that's like, oh, I got the divine orbs, I'll buy it. It's a 20 divine, you know, someone's gonna need it. And if they're playing the monk that much, they're gonna want it. So maybe they'll buy it if I sell it for 15 or 20. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get fucking rolled here. He's got mana drain. And maybe not. These guys are supposed to do poison damage. It's gonna make me a little bit more nervous during the rift here. And a lot of mana issues. Just clean it up a little bit. All right. Let's go clean out the inventory, come back, do this one and see what happens. Go monster bow. Is that not the damage source? Yes. So from what Sync told me, your quiver applies differently. It's not bad. Cold res is bad. But your main weapon applies differently than others. 25 movement speed, max life, max mana, 36 cold res. Like 10 orbs maybe. What was the bow? 66%, 142. That was a tier 3 bow. It rolled a lot. Rolled well, just not what you need. These, I don't know, 5 or 10 on them maybe. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's because of mana roll. He wants 1. Try that. Yeah, we might be able to get 15 out of him. Maybe a little more. That's why we got the dump tab. Throw him in there for 30. This one. One's trash. Oops. Do that a lot. That one sucks. All right, let's get rid of these. I gotta go do the rift. I also want to take these with me. Does having more arrows cost more mana? I don't believe arrows do. The only difference with the arrows is that you do more damage and then it like spreads out more, so it helps your wave clear. But I don't believe it costs more mana. I might be wrong, but I don't think it costs more mana. I can run up with this one or run down. I don't know, we'll see. Brace yourselves, they're gonna do more damage. I need to figure out how to like get the rift to keep stayed open. From what I get is, I guess the more that you kill things, the more that the rift stays, I think. I thought, like if you kill like bosses and stuff. Yeah, I can't attack right now, I'm like stunned to oblivion. I should probably learn Blink too now. Ah, dude, come on. That's not as great as I thought that was gonna be.
That would only slow me down.
I think I need more wave clear. I think the bow would make sense. What can I get for 20 divines? Hmm. I'm curious. Want fizz damage, want that. I spent like 25 on it. So with a bow, I want arrow as an implicit, so I want a dual string. I want percent physical damage. I want physical damage to attacks, attack speed. And then I'd want bow skills. For projectile. Cost. You're going to be trading in divine orbs for that. Oh, it's because of this attack speed roll. Wait, really? Oh no, physical damage, hold on. Oh, it's because that's selected. Damn it. Increase physical damage, percent physical damage. There we go. Then we want attack speed. I don't think I can afford the skills. And then we're going to sort by damage. And then we're going to go down here. Item level, no, we don't need to sort by that. We just need to do trade filters. Divine orbs. Max 25. Sort by damage. So 400 DPS. Damn, you guys fucking want a lot for these. That's not a lot of DPS. The other thing I'd want on the bow is cold. Which is gonna make it, oh, not that, that. I got rate limited. Those bastards. I use count on added arrow implicit or add, wait, what? So I have an extra arrow through the spell tree or whatever, like the ascendancies, but I don't know about in general. There should be another hand in here somewhere. So there might be another rift in here. At least I think. Breaches in area contain one additional clasp hand. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't contain a breach. It just has a hand in the breach. I misread that. Yeah, so this map's done. My 8 monsters left. Rip. Do I want to do... Which map do I want to do next? Oops, I didn't even see those ones.
What is it? Go on.
Not that one. Not that one. Yes, that one's fine. That one's also good. Eh. Yes. Yes. Rough, but yes. No. And these all have negative resistances. Not a fan. Those ones will fuck me up. In the filter, use count 1, then add implicit and add arrow unless you don't have the stat to spare for count arrow. My gear is not great. Wait, what? I use count on added arrow, either implicit or add. Oh, you want it like built into the bow, like as an additional roll. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So damage wise, for 25 orbs, you get this. I just don't think it's worth 25. I mean, it's so fucking expensive with all those on there. We eat the skills out of it. 490, 400. My bow does like 350 or something. Yeah, my bow does 459. Actually, I lied. My bow's fucking ridiculous. Maybe I'll keep my bow as is and not have the additional arrow because the DPS. Because if I want a 450 bow, that's a tri-arrow. How much is that going to cost me? Let's do 475. 60? He's got skills on it though. So it's like 30 or 25. There's one right here for 25. That's not bad. It doesn't have skills though, but 400 with an extra arrow and attack speed, which would be nice. I need cold damage too, which makes it harder. I use cold damage to proc my my build, so I need it on there. And this guy's got an extra socket. That's not horrendously bad, but that's so bad compared to like this bow. Like 459. Do I really want to give up that DPS just to what? You know? That just seems awful. I didn't realize my bow had that high DPS, even though I wish it had another arrow. I guess I don't need it. But yeah, it would be nice for wave clear. But I think I don't want to give up 100 DPS for an extra arrow. Like, does that make sense? I didn't realize how good my bow was. Holy fuck. Like, I knew when I rolled it, I was like, yeah, that's a monster bow, but it's not worth 30 divine, I don't think. Because you can buy my bow. $460. 530 for 40. $490, like 510 divine. Like, the prices on the tri-arrows are nuts. 500 DPS for 5? Like, what? That just seems silly. You know? I mean, I guess people really want that extra arrow. But I don't, like, do you really need it though? Like, it definitely helps. Ooh. I'll take that tier 5. Ah, boots. Hold on, I gotta survive. I'm gonna go snag those real quick. Anytime I see a tier 5, I'm just like, I get excited. Because I know it can roll me some really good shit. I got tier 5 chest and a tier 5 boot.
Stay light, stay alive.
Oh, that's tier 5. And that's tier 5, which, knock on wood, is good. Boots usually roll really well when it's tier 5. Like, you want movement speed, but sometimes you'll just get like really good reses instead, or you'll get like max energy shield and armor or some shit like that, which can still be good, because sometimes sorceresses or witches care about that more than they care about the others. I mean, you can also roll max life, max mana too, and everything else. But I want that tri-res with like 35 movement speed and like give me like 25 plus chaos res or whatever. I think it only goes up to like 24 or something. I have not played cenotes this map in a long time. Actually, I don't know how to say it correctly, but I know what they are, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I've only played this map like 3 or 4 times. It just doesn't show up very often. It's fun to watch a real player play a ranger. It feels nice being a real player, I guess. Am I a real player? Does that mean I made it? Mom, did I break it? What's high score mean? Am I a real Path of Exile player now? Is that how it feels? I love the breach maps. It's the funnest thing in the game. And I just started being able to do them. So last night, I was struggling to do tier 15s. And then I did my ascendancies. And I fucked up because I'm a new player. And I didn't realize that doing my ascendancies would give me a huge power boost. So my evasion's 66. But now my damage is like 40k. I didn't realize it gives me attack speed. I didn't realize that it also gives me the additional evasion boost and then the damage boost because of it. And I was like, man, I've been playing the game handicapped with my hands behind my back because I had the wrong path learned first on my build, and I didn't realize how good the other one was. Now, obviously, I have a really good high damage bow, which helps, but now it's like, dude, so much better. I need to boost my evasion a bit more, and then I need to boost my my resistances and I should be okay. But yeah, things can still kill me. I can still get stunned. I can still die. But compared to yesterday, I could not do this. I could not do any of this yesterday. Oh fuck, it actually did a lot of damage. I need to learn Blink. Not found a divine orb yet, which is blowing my fucking mind. I should have went the other way. Now it's gonna retract. I gotta learn how to do breaches to keep them open. I'll take the tablets for sure. All right, let's go check on the boots. Oh, let's go check on the jacket here and see what we got. Grandma's boy reference. Oh no. Good old grandma's boy. Cold res, lightning res, chaos res. That's cool. But they're really bad rolls. No. I thought it said +6 to all melee. I was like, that's nice, but everything else sucks. Evasion rating 100, 30 cold. That could be nice if you roll max life on it and maybe more res. Let's take a look at this one. 54 spirit, 33 there, 38 evasion. That's actually pretty solid. If you roll more reses on it, it might be. See, he's got double res and it's worth something. Now in the moment of truth. 25 movement speed, max life, fire res. A little bit of rarity. That's good. You'd probably want triple res on these or mana. By themselves, they're probably not worth a ton right now. Oh, maybe. See, he's gonna have fire res. He's got a huge mana res. Ooh, evasion. Not bad. Probably not what you want. You want... Wait, hold on. Why do you want... Oh, because you have double res. Fuck, man. You can hit it with a Chaos Orb. Otherwise, it's kind of like this one. That rarity roll really fucks it up. Like, you take the rarity out and you search for it. It's not worth much. Put that back on. It might be worth a divine or two. These are worth 3, but he's got double res. And it might be worth like 2. Honestly. Looking at this, it might be worth 2. Because of the evasion rating. What's my current one? But it just doesn't have res. Yeah, maybe the evasion rating bumps it up in value. Oh, we'll list it at 2. And see what happens. I doubt it. This one, we can roll that too. Ugh. Not great. It's because the spirit's so high. Doesn't have double res. You could probably sell it for 1. No max life though. I think I mispriced that. All right, let's get back in there and clean up. Not bad though. Wasn't the worst breach. It was okay. Just gotta go clean up all the pieces and finish the map. Oh, a gold ring. I missed that. Breach splinters are like an exalt for like 4 of them. So they're worth picking up, but you can also just earn 300 of them and get like a free divine orb basically. Once you combine them all. So it's like, yeah. This is the only downside of being a breach farmer is like, I'm gonna go grab all the loot. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab all the pieces. And it takes forever to loot. And that's not even bad. Like, that's just like beginning. Like, it's gonna get so much worse. At some point, the whole screen will be covered with loot. And then it's just gonna be like, there's too much to sort through. And when that happens, it's like, well, fuck, what do you do? Not sure yet. Figure it out. Wonder how many people are fucking themselves over using a tri-res, a 3x bow, like an extra arrow, when they don't need it. And I think it definitely makes a huge difference. But the affordability on it, like, just use, like, get double the damage with a cheaper bow. But I wonder what the difference is between like a 380, 400 like bow versus a 400 non, you know. But yeah, 25 for 350 versus 25 for like 500, like DPS. Like, that's fucking crazy.
That would only slow me down.
Normally I don't do rituals.
Nowhere to run.
I want to see. Standing in fire. That's awkward. And there's a legendary in there. I want to know what those are. And like, this is probably just another organ augmentation. You can get a divine out of it, but it usually costs a fuckload. So you can't really just earn it right away. At least I don't think you can. I'll take that pearl ring. Pearl ring is an all resistances ring. It gives you plus 10 if it rolls good to all resistances. So that's cold, lightning, fire. Oh, this one sucks. Why did I do this one? Actually, it might not be so bad if I don't like get absolutely obliterated. Just had to say it, dude. I don't know what killed me. I think it was the blood on the ground I didn't see. Ooh, that's a lot of cold damage. Holy shit. Roll me like a tier 9 matching fizz damage roll. Wait, what? Oh, dexterity? I'm gonna regal that.
Indeed.
I'm curious. That'd be insane to have that cold damage plus fizz. Never gonna happen. That's not bad. 17 to 30. And then you chaos orb the shit out of that. And you try to hit percent physical. It wouldn't be like that, but it's 17 to 30 is not a terrible roll. If you roll like 150% on it, it'd be actually okay. It would be great, but yeah, you could do it. I'll throw that in the bow section for now. Goes in the bow graveyard. Whoa. 10 to all attributes, 10 strength, 40 lightning. What is up with all the 11s? 11 max life, 111 max mana, 11 all attributes. It's a good, horrendously bad ring. Like 15 to 16 cold. That's okay. That isn't really worth anything. Yeah, no. Nope. And then I'll put the breach tablets back. No, I'm gonna keep that one on me. Give me quantity or something. Breach in your map spawn additional rare monster. That's cool.
Go on.
Alright.
Of course.
Surprised I failed that one. I just had to do it. This one should be good. It's found out if you defer an item, it doesn't always show up on your next map. Yeah, interesting. I wonder how that works. I would have thought deferring an item would have been more beneficial. Like it would always show up the next time, but I guess not. Oh, let's go. Divine number 1. I love the sound too. Shink. Should make that my donation alert. Oh fuck, that might kill me. Don't push me into that. Holy fuck. Alright, divine number 1. Let's go. Like I don't have any mana here. I'm gonna get to those other waves. No divine orb, you slut. I find one and I complain that I don't have more.
Rather not break my back.
I mean, it's cool. I'm okay with that. I feel like certain maps are really good for breaches and others are just horrendously bad. So that did a little more damage than I thought.
Pack space for that.
Fire res is cool, but everything else is horrendous. I'm gonna go pull the lever. Kronk! The lever! No, show up, but not next time. If you die before you defer, rituals can be trashed. Like I had one in a tiny room. Yeah, and that's kind of why I died on the last one. I was just being stupid. And I didn't realize there was blood on the ground. And it's a really small section. And I made a comment like, yeah, this is pretty tiny. And yeah, it's like a weird location. But I was like, it'll be fine. And then I rolled on top of the enemy because I figured it'd be okay. A heavy belt, though. I need those.
Stay light.
I'm trying to get myself a headhunter. But I haven't had any luck yet. So I'm trying to orb a chance it. And you never know. Not lucky. Bummer. We tried our best. I've only done it like 20 times and no dice. I don't know why I picked those up. Ooh. Maximum quality. It's a blank ring. 2 to physical, 11 to 21 fire, lightning accuracy. Interesting. Cast speed. Might have some value. His are way better. It's not a divine, but it's like maybe like 30.
Yes. Time is of the essence.
That one's junk.
What is it?
I need to sell all my rings.
Time is of the
I used to do gambling. I got that one. I got that one. I got that one. I got that one. Like I got a problem. Yeah. 90% of gamblers quit, or 99% of gamblers stop before they hit it big. You know. Yeah, that was an easy way to make like to try to get better money off your gold. But what I do now is I like roll bows and quivers, which is probably not a great idea. The bow, yes, I think you can easily farm a bow, a respectfully good bow, if you use your gold and you keep rolling and you craft them. You are gonna have to spend money on it because you're gonna have to spend the exalts. But if you hit a bow like this, I mean, I spent like 5 million in gold and I got that. Like, that's like free money right there. Now I have a ton of bows in my inventory, which are junk, but you can roll them. You can keep rolling them if you get additional ones that are similar, and you just kind of repeat the process, you know? But you only roll bows that have potential. You don't touch the rest. And then you craft them down. You break them down if they're not good enough. But yeah, rings are hit and miss. I don't really like doing the rings anymore. They're just complicated. A lot of them are junk, and you got to sort through them and throw them away. So I feel like you kind of lose a lot of money there. But if you hit big on a ring, I mean, it's a crazy high value too. So that's a good way to make money if you get lucky. Plus, rings can fix a lot of problems for you too. Resistances, damage, life, mana, you name it. I didn't pull the lever over there, did I? Same with the prime quiver. I hold on. Hold on. You mean these? And these? Yeah. Yeah, I stack them because I roll them. Those exact reasons. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want to have as many, and I reforge, and they always suck ass. Every time I reforge, they're worse than what I put in there. Gambling, though, sometimes I get one that's decent. I have a really solid quiver. It's like +2 bow skills, plus like 50 something like % bow damage, but it doesn't have like fire damage or something on it. I think it has fire. It doesn't have physical on it, but it's a really good quiver. It's just I need cold damage instead. But I crafted that one. But my ideal quiver would be attack speed built into the prime, and then I would want more attack speed on the quiver. I'd want plus bow skills, physical damage, cold damage, and then % bow skill additional. And that'd be the dream quiver. I don't have mats like that. Yeah, I know. I just farming for my life out here, dude. Now spending money on like farming, I think is kind of dumb in some ways. It's just easier to go buy the item you want most of the time. Like 9 times out of 10. But I also feel like if you're gambling for quivers, you know, my bow, for example, I only crafted maybe like 10 exalts and I got it. Like that's not crazy. Like that was like a fucking economy bow, and it like was great. But usually a lot of people spend more and it just doesn't go well. And I got really lucky. So yeah. Spirit, no. Like that, that's cool. +3. I wonder if it's worth anything as a base. +4 on that. No fizz damage, nothing else. I don't think this would be worth anything just as a base. But you could roll it just for funsies, which I wouldn't recommend. Ew. Attack speed +3? Yeah. Slam it. Oh, that fire roll. So with something like this, I would keep this because it has attack speed and the +3. And then I would Chaos Orb the shit out of this until I brick it. You're wasting money. But if I hit a physical roll on it and then somehow manage to hit % physical, I have a +3 all projectile bow with a physical roll and a damage roll on it. Like, why would I not want that? But this bow, I would say would be better in the trash, as is. If you just have extra money to gamble on it, by all means, roll it. But yeah, there's another one right there. +3, +3. This one actually has % on it. And +3, but I never rolled this one. I never finished it. And part of the reason on this one, I have to re-roll and hope I get more physical damage, and then I redo it. But this one's not bad. Mana kill. It's just low damage. Really low. And it's +3. That's why I kept that one, because I was going to Chaos Orbit and hope I get it to change that low physical roll or something into like a, you know, something like that, like 28 to 50. And then if I'm lucky, I'll get % physical on it again. But yeah, that's why I keep those. You never know. Laugh out loud, this bow, it's better in the trash. Dude, 90, it'll save you so much money, like legitimately, if you just do that with a lot of the shit that you want to roll. It's not worth it half the time. It's just like, fuck it. Like it's gone. Like I'm done with it. Also, Crypt, I feel like is a waste for maps, but I like Crypt. It's just a small map. I want to see how it works with a breach on it. I don't think it's gonna go very well. I think it's gonna be like one of those that's like a slow walk. You just kill everything too fast. Oh, they put the breach right by the front door. This is why I need Blink, because then you sit here and you don't do anything. Like, That's why I haven't figured out what breach is. It's like there's nowhere really for me to go. There's nowhere for monsters to spawn in on these small maps. So you're just kind of sitting here killing whatever, and you can't, there's no area. And then the breach is done. That's why I don't like breaches. Like that one, specifically. Like certain maps just seem to be really bad for them. This map's really tiny in general, but I wish the breach mechanics were better in some ways, because it'd be really cool to have more mobs. But yeah, I can't see. I don't really want to go over there. Oh, I gotta roll back. Fuck, that was close. Okay, let's go back and take a look at what dropped.
God, no packs.
Tier 2. As long as I don't light myself on fire here, we'll get rid of the junk that I picked up. I always pick up bows too. Staffs sometimes, just because you never know. Like if you roll one that's like, you know, a tier 9 damage. Oh, here's a tip about a bow. If you find a tier 9, tier 8 bow, like damage, physical damage, it's worth a divine. Just as is. You can sell the blank, right? People will buy it. They'll roll it. So you have to determine though, is it worth you selling it for a divine to gamble on rolling it, or is it not in your best interest to do so? So you have to figure out, you know, what your cost basis is there. Most people are just sell it for a divine and take the sure thing. But if you roll it, it can very quickly become like a 50 divine bow, or a 100 divine bow, or a 200 divine bow. You never know. Usually it ends up worthless, but you just chaos orb it into existence and hope for the best. And you don't really have a lot of other options right now with crafting. It's kind of a gamble either way. I'm stunned. I can't attack. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Why is that on there? It's like I can't see shit. Yeah, there's a few minions left over. Nope. Don't think so.
Stay light, stay alive.
Might as well. Like, can I reshuffle that to squeeze more in there? I probably can, but not today. Energy shield, max mana. Not bad. These I don't know what are worth money on. These ones are soft. Sup 9, how you doing, man? Is that a cheese hat? Yeah. I mean, I live in Kansas City. Sorry I didn't see your comment for a minute. I was a little distracted there. Hopefully it wasn't too long ago. How you been? Ooh, physical damage. +3, cold. That has potential. Rarity, max health, no. No. I don't think the damage roll on that's high enough. If you got percent roll, maybe. The +3 is what has me interested. I'm gonna try. We'll see. No. That one's trash. Not enough damage. Not gonna chaos it. There's no point. But yeah, I live in Kansas City, so I feel like I'm obligated to wear a Chiefs hat. Like, I had to. I was actually gonna message you about like the company you're with for a bit, because I ended up filling out like a resume stuff, and then you guys went and hired for all those positions super fast. So it's funny you popped in the chat, and I always feel like I message you about shit like that. But hope you enjoyed the holidays, and Happy New Year's, by the way. That kind of snuck up on us. Like, goddamn. 2025 already? I don't know what's happening, but life needs to slow down a little bit. And now I'm playing this, of all things, instead of playing like Call of Duty. Playing like Diablo, essentially. But it's too addictive to stop playing. Is there a good solution to the effects overwhelming your screen so you can see boss telegraphs? Don't have your mini map open, and then maybe lower your settings a bit. That might help you. Maybe so your PC doesn't lag, but I really don't think so. Otherwise, I think you're just kind of screwed either way. I don't really need that. I just lost the tier 15 map I was gonna use. It's case sensitive too, by the way. Do I want to go step? No, we can do Savannah. That's a good breach. You know what? I'll sell it to you. 3, I'll sell it. That's not bad. Go Chiefs, by the way. We'll see how they do, man. Did Magic Find get nerfed? No, I don't think so. I just watched some bit today, and everybody is in Squid Game outfits. Wait, what? No, I have not played. Well, I played the new COD, but I just don't want to play it. Like, I've been kind of on like a break for like the last 2 years of not playing Call of Duty. But yeah, they're probably doing a promotion for all the Squid Game season 2 or something. I feel like it's been 10 years since they put out Squid Game, and now we're gonna have Squid Game 2. You know, like the second season. It's like I just don't think people care anymore. So why am I not doing a lot of damage here? Damn. I put the wrong map in here. These guys with the big spears can be a problem. Alright, good luck. Gonna get a little crazy. Oh, it's the ground. Oh, fuck. My PC's lagging. I'm gonna die. There must have been like a resistance thing on that map because I instant died. It was super laggy though. GG's. I need to quit dying so I can level up. Oh well. I bet you I ran the negative resistance one. No? Maybe not. That shouldn't have had that. Like this one right here has negative resistance. I'm gonna run it anyway and see if I can do it. It means they just do a lot more damage. I haven't been played either. I've been on old school. So I've been playing this because this reminds me of Diablo 2. And when I was a kid, in 8th grade or so, Diablo 2 came out. And I bought that, played it with my friends, my brother. And I never really got into RuneScape because I paid money to play Diablo. Oh fuck, I'm so dead here. They do so much more damage with that resistance thing being gone. God damn, that's crazy. But I played a little of RuneScape, but I never really got interested in it as much. And I had Diablo. But this was like one of my first gaming addictions. Now, this game is not Diablo. This is Path of Exile. And it just came out, but it is like the closest example I could think of to Diablo 2 as an updated game.
What luck.
Like it is like a copy paste version with better graphics, you know, just more complicated stuff to do. And I just can't walk away from it. I just can't. So it's probably like your equivalent of doing RuneScape. This is my version. You know? So for the last couple weeks, I've been playing this like 10 hours a day. And I'm still trying to learn because it's a complicated game. More complicated. Definitely the common theme, yeah. Because right now I'm doing endgame farming, which is just you kill mobs and you do maps. They call it mapping. So you run through these maps and you kill all these enemies, bosses. You're looking for gear, loot, better stuff for your build, your character. Same similar kind of thing, probably with RuneScape a bit. Farming in-game currency, who knows. I always liked the idea of RuneScape. I just never really got into it too much. I did download old school RuneScape and played it for a bit. And it was cool, it's just, I never got hooked on it. And we talked about it a few times. But I definitely think if I wasn't playing Diablo, I think RuneScape probably would have taken over my life at the time. I also played games like StarCraft, Warcraft around then as well. Oh damn, that did a lot of damage. Fuck. They hit so hard because I don't have resistances, and then they do bonus resist, like they ignore my resistances. It seems like Path of Exile is more popular now than ever. Take a look. Tarkov's doing drops, so they're kind of boosted. Path is doing a lot better. The viewership seems kind of healthy. And then it kind of drops down after like the top 10. But yeah, these main guys are kind of like your go-tos. But I think it's like 25k. Not bad. But yeah, right now it's super popular because it's early access and it just came out this month. So if you pay, you get to play it a little early, which is sick. It's $30 until they release it, and then it's free to play. But yeah, I think it's just people want to play Diablo, and Path of Exile is a better version of Diablo than Diablo is. I think part of that is Diablo's wants to make money through microtransactions like crazy, and it becomes more pay to win. And I think Blizzard kind of fucked that. Where this game, in my opinion, isn't pay to win. It's all cosmetic. So if you go to like your shop, you can buy cosmetics, and then you can do like packs for things. I don't know if it'll show it. Do I have to do shop? Yeah. So like they do, you can get pets that follow you around. Oh wait, it's a pet rock. That's funny. You get like that little thing, little guys. But then they have like armor, so you can change how all this shit looks. And you spend money on this stuff. So they do microtransactions here, but then they do like stash tabs for storage. So how you can store your items, they charge you differences there, which is interesting. But yeah, I feel like with Blizzard, that's kind of where they fucked up. They were like, how do we monetize Diablo? And they monetized it into oblivion. And then people were like, yep, I don't like this shit anymore. And they don't want to play it. And I don't blame them. Ooh, that's a really good staff. 32 to 42. If I roll physical on that, it'd be sick. It's got attack speed on it, that's why. It's like the nerdy shit that I really like though. Like, it's so funny. That has potential to be a really high damage staff. Craft potential. But you can buy these little tabs so you can store all your gear and all your shit in there. So that's how they make their money, and it's a free-to-play game. But they do well. They make a lot of money, supposedly, and people need to buy a few things. But it doesn't feel predatory. It doesn't feel bad. Is the Path of Exile community on X? Yeah, there's quite a few people. Elon's weird with Diablo. I think Elon got caught with Path of Exile paying for an account for somebody else to play on his account. There's like a rumor, but I think people figured it out because it was like when he went to his stash tab, he had like Chinese names here, and then he also supposedly didn't know how to play, like do certain things, and it's like any player should know how to do those things. And I was like, that doesn't surprise me, but people also don't understand like his Diablo character. Yes, he plays Diablo, but he fucking paid someone to level that shit up. Like, like you don't. And I remember like Kim.com, like I think it was Kim.com. He used to have like the Call of Duty record for most wins. And he's like, yeah, the #1 wins on Call of Duty or whatever. And it's like, dude, you're paying a kid to play your game. Like, fuck off. Like, it's not a real record. It's just so funny that he wants to be relevant in the gaming community and does that to try to get, you know, validation. It's like, dude, just like play the game. People would respect you more if you played it yourself. But he's like, no, I gotta be the best at it. And it's like, then play it. Like, don't pay somebody. Like, the fuck are you doing? Because no one's gonna respect that. It's gotta be an ego thing. And I just don't understand like how the richest man in the world has such a fragile fucking ego. Like, I could think of billions, hundreds of billions of things I would be doing than caring about what people think about me in the gaming community if I had hundreds of billions of dollars. But I guess money doesn't solve all your problems if you're happy or not, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like, do anything. Like, do whatever the fuck you want.
Indeed.
It's just, oh my god, yeah. I'm glad to see you actually enjoying gaming again. I know Call of Duty made me want to jump off a bridge. If I'm being honest, like, Nine's in here, so it's kind of funny. This is the first time he'll hear this. He's a big COD player. We grew up on COD together, grew up in, like, esports teams. I should say online gaming teams like Darth Empire. So he's been around forever. But my whole thing with Call of Duty lately is I just want to, like, jump off a bridge, like, head first. Like, because it's so depressing. Yeah, if you're actually competitive and want to see yourself improve, COD is depressing. And even just playing the game, the algorithm, like matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking, people who are cheating, hacker hunters who accuse everybody of cheating, so you get a bunch of hate for being a good player regardless, constantly defending yourself, constantly trying to prove yourself, always getting shit on for being a better player because if you're at a high level, it's harder to play and do well because skill base is so aggressive. You get your account shadow banned because you're doing better than it expects and it's an automatic system. Like, that's really annoying. So COD just, to me, has lost all interest. Like, I just don't care. And oh, I can't go there. Wait, what? It's connected though. It's literally connected. Oh, that's the wrong tab. What am I doing? That explains it. I don't know if I want to do a tier. Am I really out of tier 15s? I think we got good old backups here. I haven't found that many tier 15s. That's kind of crazy, actually. That one sucks. This one's a good one. Noob tubes. The alternate to skill-based matchmaking was game mechanics that coddled noobs, which I think was actually better at the end of the day, like death streaks, care packages. I would make that argument now rather than what we currently have for COD. I'm sure mathematically and statistically they can maybe test and see the differences, and they know, because all for Call of Duty, in my opinion, it's about making money. And they want player retention to be high, so the more you're playing, but what is it? Or does it just show up on this? Oh, it's just Call of Duty. So they want to have higher player retention so they can get you to spend money, buy season passes and everything else. But look at the past month, December. 43%. And the game just came out. Like October, November. That's the Steam playthrough, mind you. But like just straight down. It's a fucking disaster. Now Call of Duty's still gonna make a dumb amount of money, and it's fine. They don't care. I think me personally, I'm just over it. Like I think if I want to do professional stuff, I'm kind of like job searching, right? You know, I don't really want to do content creation on COD anymore. But even then, I just like, dude, I really don't want to have to sit and stream and play COD and do things just to pay bills. But it's like, maybe I'll make video content covering certain topics and I can tolerate it and pay my bills and do okay. But I just fucking hate the idea of Call of Duty in general. It's like, you want to play Warzone? No, I don't want to play Warzone at all. Like, at all. And it's crazy like how much over it I am. And I think part of it's just being burned on Warzone being disappointing, not enjoying the overall experience of it. The game changes every year, and it's like you have to refix things that were broken the previous years, and it never seems to get solved either way. So every year it's a new cycle, different things, same issues, just different cycle, different developer. It's like, man, they fixed all this stuff last time. Like, why didn't they fix it this time? And I think that really hinders Call of Duty's ability to be interesting. Because every company has a different idea of what they want and then what they don't want in their game, and they always make changes. Well, we got to be innovative, and it's like, okay, I get it, but like, you can only innovate Call of Duty so often after 20 years. It's like, what are we doing? I need to stay further back. That shit's gonna blow up. Yeah, it's gonna retract now. Look at all that loot.
That's quite nice. That would
I think they should put it in player-made public servers like they had in COD 4. You really want people to hack your stuff again? Like, that's the only argument I would make against it. People doing like weird hacking things like back in COD 4. Sucks because Black Ops used to be my favorite. I hated Black Ops when it first came out because they nerfed the shit out of sniping. Ooh, that's a really good physical damage roll. But the rest of the glove is horrendously bad. But I was gonna say, when they nerfed sniping, it made me really upset. You know, that was what I did. That was my job. But over time, God, if I had better max life and resistances, it'd be better. But I don't know. I think now I'm just over playing FPS games to some degree. I like the looter shooters that we have, like Tarkov. I fucking hate Tarkov though, because the devs are kind of questionable and their intentions are not great, other than just nickel and dime their already existing fan base into oblivion, which is frustrating. But I think the game itself is fun and enjoyable. You just rented it for a monthly fee, then you got to pick on settings on it. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I don't think Microsoft would ever do that. Give up control of something, seeing how they own it now. People are kind of like hopeful that Call of Duty will get fixed because it's being sold to, you know, Microsoft with their acquisition, but I just don't have any hope for it. I think they're going to continue to monetize it. I think they're going to continue to just make the same stuff every game. I think Call of Duty would need an overhaul, because I think the problem is Call of Duty is being too many things to some degree. They are a zombie game. They are a multiplayer game, like just regular team deathmatch domination, respawn modes. And then you have Warzone. And I think what they need to do is separate Warzone from Call of Duty and make Warzone its own entity that is managed and ran by one unity, like one group. That way the game feels more steady and more consistent, because I remember when they did Warzone 2 and then they merged it with like Cold War or something. It felt really odd to have like Call of Duty and then suddenly you have like World War II stuff and Modern Warfare mixed together. Like that just felt strange at the time. Drop me a Divine Orb, that'd be sick. So I'm not certain how I feel about that. But going forward, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Old res, lightning res, so close yet so far. I just feel like I loot and then I get nothing, and then occasionally I get like a really valuable thing. That's just how these games go. How does a microtransaction stuff clown show? Dude, I remember I had this conversation a while back on stream. It's so funny that you mention it. When the new sniper came out in Black Ops 3, I think it was Black Ops 3. They had loot boxes or whatever. And I remember I spent like $600 or something to try to unlock that new sniper. And I couldn't get it unlocked. So I quit. And I made a video about it at the time where I spent like $600 and I think I got like 15, 16 duplicate weapons that I already, oh, fuck me, dude. I was not paying attention. And then I got 16 duplicate weapons that I already owned. And when I did that, I was like, I'm done. I'm done buying any type of loot box, any type of loot crate. And it was just incredibly predatory. Like, there's no other way around that. It was just so bad. Now the map's glitched. Map is cooked. I'll relaunch it and see if we fix it. Elon was a pro gamer, so it's hard to let it go. I don't think so, dude. I don't think he's gonna touch it. Like, it's just so weird. He just wants relevancy in life. He wants to be looked at and adored, and it's like, you're the richest man in the world, dude. Like, who gives a shit? Like do whatever you want. But like, don't be an idiot. Like, but he can't help it. One sec. All right, let's do this again. What's sad to see, the reason they do loot boxes like that, because there's people that will spend 600, get nothing, yet keep going. I also should finish that story. I remember Pomage did the same thing. He spent $1,300 to get the sniper rifle. Now, at the time, Pomage and myself, it made sense for us to spend the money because I could go, hey, I spent $600 on the video, but with ad revenue and everything else from streaming and making a couple videos, I would make the money back and then some. Same thing with him. You know, it was in our interest as a creator to do it, but it also felt incredibly immoral. And afterwards, I remember I made a video and I was like, I'm fucking disgusted. I'm never spending any money on transactions again. And I haven't. I haven't fucking touched it. When I sign a stake contract, how much money are you offering? I got to pay my house off. And I'm kind of broke right now, seeing how I don't have a Facebook contract or a job. So, you offering? But would I sign a stake contract? I don't know. My thoughts on gambling are interesting. I don't like the idea of gambling. Like, I think gambling should be more heavily regulated, but I also feel like you should allow people to make their own decisions. But at the same time, I think I'm not really a big fan, but I also trade stock options like an idiot. So it's like, well, who am I to say, you know? But I think the more thing with gambling is how predatory it is. That one I think frustrates me more or concerns me more, is usually how that works. Doing gambling streams, I don't know if I would do gambling streams specifically, but I'm also just like, man, if you pay me $10 million, I'd think about it. They're not paying me 10. Oh God, that was loud. That was so loud. What's up, Nick? Thanks for the 300 stars or something close to that. It just disappeared off my screen, so I don't know how much it was. I think it was like 210 or something. Oh, there it is, 310. I was right. I can count. But yeah, I don't know. There was a time I thought about, like, you know, if they approached me for a streaming contract, would I ever sign a deal for them? And it's like, maybe. But just streaming on a different platform, I think streaming, yes. But gambling streams and requirements, maybe no. Like, probably not. If it was like life-changing 5 million plus, I might have to overlook that. I might have to sell out. Because then I could stream probably for the rest of my life and then not have to worry about my bills. Take the bag and run, and then stream forever and just live off my bulk interest after I pay taxes. You know. That maybe would force me to maybe consider doing that. But I don't know. Morals are tough, man. Morals are tough. Limits, limitations, pricing, I don't know. You want to sell your soul, right? It's actually, I think the difference with gambling is people have the freedom to choose, but it feels like when a AAA game puts a pay to win in gambling, they're taking withholding. Correct, they are. It becomes more pay to win and becomes more of like, oh, I have to pay to get better. I have to pay to get this. I have to pay to get that. And that becomes like they make the game more hollow than what it used to be. Fuck. I quit dying, dude. I was about to level up and now I'm back down to 50%. Oof. But yeah, I would say that monetization is a really big issue because companies and them want to make money, but they also want to make it at your expense. And then they just dole down the game. Like if they make poker play to win, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was loud. No, it's just Facebook and their settings are just crazy. I need to change it. I just keep forgetting because I don't really get star donations very often anymore. So it's like, oh, I should probably fix that. And then like, I just forget. And then when it goes off again, it's like, oh, I should probably fix that. Then I forget over and over and over and over. So that's not a big deal. I think with most games, and it's also just an issue with like capitalism in general, you want to make money, you want to profit as a company, so you have to always find new ways to make more money. And at a limit, you're going to start coring out parts of your brand or your company that made it good, and you're going to make it worse. A good example is Netflix. You take Netflix, and it's like, oh, I can just rent DVDs, and they mail them to my house. Cool. I can watch it. Yeah, awesome. Absolutely. So you do that for a while. Your friends, family can watch it. You can pull movies for them, and then they switch to digital. Okay, that's fine. Sweet. Now we have digital. We got streaming, internet infrastructure. It's all better. We can do subscription-based. Cool. Everyone's happy. And then after a while, they're like, hey, our profits aren't high enough. We're dominating the market. We're developing and creating our own shows. We need to fund that and pay for it somehow. Well, let's increase the subscription rates again. So they increase the subscription rates. Well, that's not enough. Well, what can we do? Well, let's cut down on account sharing. Let's make it to where only X amount of people in the same household have to have a different account. Or, you know, like you can't just have your front mom and dad share the same account as you. And then it just keeps getting worse and worse. Oh, that's not good enough? Well, let's add ads to an already free product where we didn't have ads before, but now we have ads. Oh, you still don't want ads? Well, we're going to increase the subscription price again, and you're going to charge you even more. And then at a point where it's like, well, it was ad-free, but we just decided to give you limited ads, even though you're paying for ad-free. And it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, it's just a spiral. So you always have to find more money. And with gaming, it gets worse and worse, and it's always at the player's expense. The people that are loyal, the people that stick there, that stay there, you know, they don't want to walk away because it's their game, it's what they enjoy. But then you start whittling out parts of the game and you remove access to them, and that becomes a problem. Like, cosmetics don't bother me, never have. But once you start making it where it's like, oh, I have to do all this other stuff in order to progress, and then the progression gets really difficult, and in order for me to really progress, I have to pay money because I can't level up fast enough, I can't do certain things. So you're being more guided to spending money, or almost being forced in a sense. That's how gaming kind of dies in a lot of ways. Mobile gaming is probably a good example of like monetization being insane. The shit that they get away with on mobile gaming should be illegal. Like, people should be going to jail. Like, it's absolutely nuts. Loot boxes still be alive when I spawn back in. I don't know. Maybe. Oops, don't do that. Ooh, that was close to being good. Fire res at 15 sucks.
Of course.
Dude, Blizzard straight fucked up their Overwatch franchise. I mean, they gotta make more money, dude. What have I been saying? It's all about making more money. End of the day, you gotta make more money. That's why I said, like, capitalism and never-ending profits every month are just kind of like a problem. That's why I think games like this do well, because I think it's a privately held company at the moment. It's not publicly owned, so they don't have to answer to shareholders. And it's like, hey guys, if we make 100 million a year, that's awesome. Now, would we want to make 200 million a year? Yeah, probably. But do we need to make 200 million a year? It's like, no, not really. No one's stepping on my neck to make 200 million a year. So it's like, okay, well, let's just make 100 million a year and see if we can make a little bit more by doing cooler, better things instead of just taking stuff and putting it behind paywalls. So I feel like that works. But when you're a company like Blizzard and you're a multi-billion-dollar company and industry, you run into that problem of, I got to answer to shareholders. Our stock value is too low. And then it just kind of poisons the tree. You know, it's like, or I guess you'd say poisons the well. I guess it'd be like more appropriate of the phrase. But Nine's really good at analytics stuff and understanding, so I'm sure he's got a pretty strong opinion on it too. But it's also just how business works now too. You have to monetize, and it's just, I don't know. I think it really sucks. Mostly for gamers. You know, do we just want to enjoy something and play something we like? And it's like, oh, I gotta bust out the wallet? Like, fuck. For what? Like everything? Yep. Alright, we gotta find a tower.
Got no pack space for that.
I gotta juice up the tower a little bit and do more breaches here. I was like, give me a cool % physical ball on the bow. Nah, no dice. Is that good? 147%? Is that a high enough physical damage roll on a hammer? Like, what's a good hammer? Like, I don't know. Ooh, 133 on that one. I guess if you get like a T5 roll or a T8 roll on either of these, they become valuable, right? Is that how that works? Ew.
Yes.
Really bad ring. This has a lot of potential. If you hit a high fizz roll. Double accuracy. What? Oh no, it gave me extra fizz. It gave me 175%. That could actually be a crazy, crazy good bow. We're gonna fuck it up. Is 1 to 3? Nah, she's not gonna fill it, dude. Why are chaos orbs so expensive? Alright, hold on.
Hello.
Gotta pay 30. I don't really want to do it. We'll see. We'll come back and see if it yells at me. Why are you so mad?
Hey. How can I help?
Okay, there we go. I was like, why is it not letting me? I was like, 15. Yeah, like, please, 3 to 1. Math is hard. So the only problem with this is there's 2 rolls on this one that could fuck up. If it gets rid of the accuracy roll, it could ruin it. If I don't get a fizz roll, that won't help either. Oh, never mind. We already broke it. It's over. Don't have to worry about it now. Later. We killed it. Just like that.
Go.
Alright, see. Oh, there's a dead end here. Fuck, I don't want to go that way. There's a citadel. I'm trying to think where we could go. Maybe out this way. Go to that tower and then do breaches here. A lot of savannas. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna put the baby tier 15 in there. That way I don't lose my spot. It's just rough. Who knows what'll happen to Call of Duty, man? I think one thing that's interesting too is like the people that play Call of Duty don't play anything else. They only play COD and they will never play anything else, even though Call of Duty treats them like shit. It's like, you guys should branch out more. And we talked about this a while ago, and I was kind of curious as to why. I think part of it is you grow up with Call of Duty and it's kind of what you know, and you just like FPS games, but you don't branch out from Call of Duty. And it's also a really casual game. And I think for console players, which are the majority of Call of Duty players, you know, they're not PC gamers. So their access to gaming and FPS experience is probably limited. So they don't really branch out more and they don't explore. So it's like, well, I could play Battlefield. It's like, okay, you could play Battlefield, but what about other games? It's like, no, I gotta play a shooter. It's like, well, okay. Tarkov, it's like, well, I don't have a gaming PC. Okay. Too complicated. Why are these guys so strong? What the fuck did I roll on that map?
Don't mind if I do.
Like, did I fuck up my skills or something? But I've just noticed that like COD gamers are a very specific group of people that don't branch out. They drink this, they go, it's like you go to your favorite restaurant and you just always order the same food. They just never change. And I'll just take the usual. Like, okay. But it's like, you know, you could enjoy other things. And they're like, nah, don't want to. No, thanks. Why is this map so? Interesting. They're strong. Lightning res, max life, slow. Armor's cool, but everything else is bad. Yeah, but I think also when you play Call of Duty, you're younger when you get into it. And I think that's part of it. It just becomes part of, you know, you and your memories, your systems, and you're used to it. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug, maybe. I mean, I played Diablo, and I'm sitting here playing this. But Diablo never really fucked me up by, like, screwing me over. Like, it never charged me more money. Like, it was just like I just played a little bit. You know, I paid once for the game, paid once for the DLC when the DLC came out, but the DLC was like a huge add-on, and I was like, okay. But I probably played like 10,000 hours in that, like growing up. So it was a lot. Oh, I think I know why this is stronger. It's because the other tower has an effect over here. I need to get off of that. I was trying to... Ooh. Like, I don't want to die. I'm trying to level up, and we were so close. I get distracted. I'm up with these thumbnails, dude.
That would only slow me down.
Oh, that's a tier 4. I wonder what that'll be. Armor and res. That good? You got double res and it's only worth 1. Yoink. Let's just go sell this. I think we should be able to hit level 90 today if I stop dying. Interesting boots. 100% fizz damage. That's a good roll. +3 plus attack speed. Yikes, dude. Movement speed. That's actually a really good bow. It just doesn't have percent physical. Like if you had that with like a huge fizz roll right there, it'd be a divine and a half. I mean, I guess it's probably already maybe worth close to 1. Do I sell it for a divine or do I roll it and make like 100? Because it'd be 140%. But if you chaos that, you would have to keep your physical roll, your attack speed, and that. So it'd be like a 50-50 each time you roll it, that it deletes one of these other stats. There's 6 stats total. Leech, this. I think you'd sell it for 1. I think I'm just going to take the divine. And then I'm going to roll these boots. Ooh. Honestly, not horrendously bad. A lot of max life, max mana. And dexterity. Dude, I hate how it blocks me like that. It's like you're searching too frequently. It's like, dude, I'm just adjusting settings. Like, let me search. Why does the equipment tab look so weird? Which one? Like this one or which tab? Where gear spans multiple boxes. What do you mean? Oh, like when I do like that? Or something else? Oh, different screen. Oh, maybe like the website, like this stuff? Or do you mean when I pull this up? Oh, different sized items? Like that? Like a stash tab? Or do you mean like this one? Yeah, so there's different tabs. You have, like this is a normal stash tab. It looks like this. It's a grid, and you have X by Y, like X and Z or whatever, X and Y, like left and right, and it's however many grids across. And then you have this one. But let me show you. So for example, if I put my bow in here, it looks normal, right? It's just a normal bow, normal size. And then you have this one. If I put the bow in there, it looks smaller. So this tab is called a quad tab. It is 4 of these small tabs combined into one big tab. So you get 4 tabs in one gigantic box. I like doing that because I collect bows, because I craft them and I get better stuff. So I do it that way. People also like using quad tabs because they can fit more stuff in them. So these I have priced, and these are small ones. But then I have something like a dump tab, which is just anything in this box is like $1. Anything in this box is $30. You know, essentially, like we're just using random money as currency, but it's like you have like Exalted is what they use. So yeah, that's why I do quad tabs for that. But your regular ones are a lot smaller, so I can slam more stuff in here and then sell. These auto get listed on the website. So if I search for an item like this, I'm using a plugin to scan. And if I find an item that I want to buy, I go to their website and I log in. This is Path of Exile. And then I can trade with that member. And I can look through listings for gear. And if I want one, I just do this and it invites them in game. Like I click it. Then you have these other settings. So you can change what you want. And you can add filters, different categories for what you want on your item. There's lists of items somewhere in here, like the type, gloves, daggers, you know, amulets, things like that. But all that stuff automatically gets listed if you make your tab public, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna put that. But yeah, you have your list of tabs. I bought a lot because I'm a hoarder, which is probably not a good idea, but yeah. I need more tier 15s. I have a bunch of 14s though. We can just roll 14s. It's almost the same. I just wanted to know what these were worth. What's the evasion total? 175. Max life mana are really good on them. What if I take that off? Bet they're only worth like... Nothing shows up. He wants 2 for that? Wait, what? Ain't no way. Oh, maybe we can sell them for 30. We'll see. I want that one. Don't want that one. Oops. That one sucks. That one also sucks. Some of these have like resistances. Like this one has ailments, so I can't stun and I can't freeze them, and my guy does freezing, so it makes it really hard to play him. This one's okay. Oh, make it a little harder. I need to go finish this one though. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to this game I don't know because I just started playing this month when it came out. So I've learned a lot and I've adjusted to it. But it's kind of been an obsession lately. It's nice to actually like want to stream and play games though. Like it really is. I don't know how long it'll last, but I'm gonna keep playing it for a bit. I might make content on it too. I need to make a couple like funny videos, and I thought about getting into guide videos as like the perspective of being a new player. Like things that I learned that helped me tremendously to kind of navigate the game a little bit better from my perspective. Because I've noticed a lot of pro guys that play this, they explain things in a way where they just kind of expect you to know things. And that's really fucking rough. Like really rough.
That's quite nice.
Alright, so this map's done. Go to the next one and find that tower. So you have to Tetris stuff to fit? Yeah, kind of in the stash tabs. I just throw it in there so it looks messy. Because I don't really care. It's more for storage for me than anything else. I don't know what that one's worth. I'm gonna go here. This game looks like it'd be sick on an ultra ride. Honestly, it probably would be.
Yes.
I wonder how that would look. I enjoy the obsession. Hours go by like minutes. Any item can be the item that's gambling for me. I mean, how I found that spear today. I found a really, really basic item. And I was like, I wonder, you know, if that like might be really valuable, you know. It's like, so I picked it up just on the odd chance that it has a good roll, like a good stat on it. And I did that today, and it's like the most valuable item I've found so far. I rolled a really high physical percent, so it increased by like 140% damage, and then I rolled like a really, really high physical damage roll, like a flat rate. And I was like, well, holy shit. Like I won basically like the lottery ticket, is what I did. And so the game becomes addictive that way. Like you farm like this. Oh, damn. And you get stronger and you can farm more effectively, but you're fighting stronger things. I can't attack still. Am I stunned? I don't know where it shows that I'm stunned. But it does become addictive, and the better you get at it, the speed at which you can farm, the difficulty and the maps you can farm get bigger and crazier. And then the loot you find gets better. And then your character gets stronger because you're farming and doing more crazier things in higher difficulty areas.
Now this will come in handy.
So definitely, I don't know, there's something about this game that's always scratched a good part of my brain. Have I watched Blue Eye? Yes, I did watch that one. That was a well done show from Netflix for being animated. I was really surprised. They did a great job. Movement speed, cold stun, max energy shield. No. Just watched it yesterday. Oh, you binge watched the whole thing? Yeah, I knew about it a couple months ago, but I think they're doing another season soon. Or maybe not soon, but sometime in the near future. Because it got like a ton of great reviews for it. Oh, 2026. Have you watched the Amazon series yet for like the video game one, like Last Level or whatever it was called? Not Last Level or whatever it was. It's like a bunch of gaming shorts for they have another series that they did, Love, Death, Robots or something like that. And then it's like a bunch of short animated, some of them are like CGI, some of them are real, you know, and then most of them are animation, different styles. That was a great show. A lot of those are crazy. That came out a couple years ago. I think they're on like season 2 or season 3 by now. I think season 2 actually. But it's the same makers, but they did that with video game content. And I've watched a few of them. I haven't watched all of them. It looked interesting. But yeah, Last Samurai was phenomenal. I really enjoyed that one. I'm trying to think what other shows. You could always watch Dan to Dan. You want to watch a weird anime, dude? That one's a hard one to explain, but it's the trendy one right now. I don't really watch a lot. When I was like younger in high school, I used to watch all the fucking anime shows. Oh, let's fucking go. We got a divine orb. So these divine orbs, if you're wondering why they're so valuable, one of these is worth like 100 of like these things called exalts. That's a chaos orb, but it looks similar. So one of these is worth 100 of what the other ones would be. And they don't drop very often. That's 2 of them I found in, how long have I been live? 3 hours? That's pretty lucky, actually. That's actually really lucky. Yesterday I streamed for like 10 hours and didn't find any. So yeah, they're rare. But I'm also doing higher tier maps now, so I should find things like that more often. But yeah, this, oh, it's called Secret Level is what it was called. Secret Level. That's the other one. But yeah, Dan to Dan's a weird fucking anime. That showed up on my radar a while ago because it just kept like popping up, and I was like, fuck, I'll watch it. What's it about? I don't even know how to explain it. I really don't. It's fucking weird. The first episode's fucking weird. And then the story gets weird. It's funny though. I will give them that. It is very funny. But it's also interesting. I'm trying to think of like other really good anime shows that I've seen that I really liked. I like all the old school ones I grew up with. Cowboy Bebop. Trigun even. That wasn't bad. God, I'm gonna be like super old. A ton of shows I used to watch. I also feel like I watch a ton of movies and film anyway, but like I ran out of things, so I watched anime. And as a kid, I was really into anime because like Dragon Ball Z and like Toonami being on in the States. Trinity Blood, that's a good one. The vampire one, yeah. Not too many people know about that one. That's a little bit different. Watch Clockwork. Okay, so here's my thing with Clockwork Orange. I've never watched it, the whole movie. I've seen a lot of it, but I've never watched the whole movie. Yeah, I never sat down and watched the whole thing. I need to, but I've never done it. And it's like, it's on my list, and I know I need to do it. I just haven't done it. And I'm just like, fuck, man, maybe I should put that down there. I remember I watched that weird one a while back you recommended, like Kowski something movie. What was it called? He did like the one where I don't remember if he actually directed the other one in space. Stalker, I think is what it was. That was a weird one. That was fucking crazy. I need to go back and rewatch it because there was a lot to kind of unpack there. It's kind of a difficult movie to watch. Ugh, I didn't get lucky on that one. Fuck. I used an orb on that has a chance to turn that item into a super valuable item if you get lucky. If not, it just deletes it. So you lose the item, which doesn't cost you anything, but the orb costs a little bit of money to spend. That's kind of gambling. Someone described the lighthouse to me recently, and it sounded like Stalker. Oh, like the one with Robert Pattinson, and then what's his name? I can't think of his fucking name. I was once a scientist myself once. God damn it, what is his name? He's such an iconic actor too. And I had to remember the Spider-Man joke, the meme. That one's fine. That one's okay. That one's okay. I want that one. I'm gonna grab a shitty map for the tower. Trying to think too. I want to go see the new Nosferatu movie. I haven't watched that one yet. Bleach? Bleach isn't a bad one. Does this have ascendancy like PoE2? Yeah. There are ascendancies. I don't know if it's the same as the other one. I think they're different, but yeah, it does have ascendancies. You have to complete challenges to get, you know, different skill points for your ascendancy. Thankfully, I got all mine yesterday, so it really went a long way. Nah, not gonna mess with that. They're lower level, but they could technically kill me if I like made a big mistake, but yeah. I don't think I've actually watched The Lighthouse either. It's also on my list. Whoa, a lot of ground effects in there, bud. There's a lot of films I still need to go through, but I've watched so much, dude. I think I have like over like 3,500 or 4,000 on my movie tracking like website, whatever it's called, like the box one. Yeah, I've watched a lot. The hard part is I'm really bad with movie names, but I can remember movies. I just have a hard time remembering names. Bump Clockwork Orange to the top. Yeah, I probably need to. Maybe I should just do like an old classic one and just watch a bunch of the older ones that are like more like that. I feel like that's more of like a cult classic kind of at this point in time. But yeah, the Nosferatu movie's been on my radar since the reviews were really good for that one. I just haven't gone. I'm trying to think. How do you have time with gaming to watch movies? So when I was being paid by Facebook, I could stream all day, edit and upload video content. And then at night, I'd sit in bed and watch a movie and go to bed. That was kind of like how I would unwind after a day. But yeah, when you stream for 10 hours a day, you definitely had some moments there. I wonder if I could beat that boss. I'm stronger now. I think I can. Let's do Savannah. But yeah, I would usually just watch movies when I go to sleep. So that was my downtime. I'd hop in bed, throw it on the laptop, or I'd fall asleep on the couch watching it on the TV in the living room. Because I have a good speaker system set up in there, and I really enjoy watching films in there. But sometimes at night, I'm just like, fuck, I don't really want to be on the couch. So I'll just go watch it on my laptop, which is fucking hilarious. You spent all that money on a nice TV and a nice sound system so you could go watch it in bed? Like, yep, sure did. No, I use the TV all the time, though. I feel slow on this map. I think there's temporal chains, that's why. That explains it. It's like 5%, so it makes me slow. Trying to think what else I need to do. Movie-wise, maybe I'll need to watch Clockwork Orange finally. Maybe I'll ask my brother to watch it when he comes by next time. I'm sure he'd be interested. I'm pretty sure he's already watched it. I always make jokes. What was the other movie I've never watched? The Wizard of Oz. The original one. I've never watched the whole movie. Never did. And it's like, how have you not watched The Wizard of Oz, like the original one? It's like, well, we watched it in school and shit, but I never watched the whole movie because I just wasn't there. Or I didn't pay attention to it, or I see parts of it. But it was always on TV. and I was just never around to finish it. So I've seen like 98% of the movie, all just in passing. Oh man, my shit's really laggy. Fuck. Oh no, there's a lot of shit on the ground there. A lot of spells. A lot of bad news. Let me cook. That's a dead end. I want this boss. I want his ass. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. I gotta go pick up all the junk. Woo! Rogue One, Mando, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the Star Wars stuff. What do you think about like the Disney Star Wars series? I really liked not Rogue One. Well, no, Rogue One was phenomenal. Rogue One was actually phenomenal. Let me explain. I was gonna say the wrong movie name. I was thinking of the other show that I think leads up to Rogue One. No, it's not that one. What, maybe it was. What is that other one? It didn't have a lot of watch time on it, but I think it's like one of the more adult ones for Star Wars. God damn it. Why can't I think of the name? It's not Pedro Pascal. Why can't I think of the fucking name? I'm never gonna think of it. It's got like Bill Skarsgård in it, like his dad is in it as one of the guys. Fuck. What is that? What is that one? It's not Mando. I can't think of the name. Andor. I really liked Andor. I thought that was good. I think it was more like storytelling, more character development versus some of these other ones. I really enjoyed that one. What do you think? Have you seen Skeleton Crew? That one's so weird because it's like, it's definitely a kid's show. Like I was like, what is that gonna be? And then I watched like an episode of it and I was like, okay, this is kind of odd. Yeah, and I was just like, this is not what I thought from a Star Wars Disney show, but I was like, it makes sense that they want to attract like a different audience to Star Wars. And I could see it working. I could see it being a cute, like kind of kid show that might bring in a little bit fandom, but I don't know if it's really gonna attract viewers. But it's definitely like Disney. Like I can tell it's Disney. And it's like, yeah, this definitely feels weird. Opinions were mixed. I think people said it was fun. You know, like that was their opinion. And the episodes I've seen weren't bad. Like they're kind of silly. And if you look at it that way, and you look at it being more of a fun show, I can see it being enjoyable and not so serious. But I don't know. People in Star Wars, man, they're a little toxic. They're like Call of Duty fans, but maybe worse. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not worse than Call of Duty fans. But it's very, very similar overlap. Like the aggression on their series being the best ever or not. Not sure how that works out. I'd rather watch Lego Star Wars than Star Wars for kids. That's fair. That is definitely fair. Lego movies are actually really good though. Like Lego Batman. That's like a 10 for 10 movie. I'm actually like, I always thought that was a joke. And then I looked at the ratings and I was like, wait, what? It's actually really good. Like, how does that happen? How'd you make Lego Batman and the Lego movie a really good show? Yeah, Skeleton Crew definitely is. I think it's like, if you have kids and you want to introduce them to Star Wars, that's kind of, I think, the idea behind that show. I don't think adults are going to like that one because it's not serious like Andor. It's not serious like the one you mentioned either. Like Mando's not really too serious. It's a little lighthearted, but It's not the same. But I think that surprised people because I think they expected something different. They're like, oh, a new show's gonna come out. And then they're like, wait a minute. Like, what is this show? But I haven't really watched a lot of the Disney ones. I don't know why. I think I just don't really care as much about the Star Wars show as much lately. I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's cool, but... And I just don't. I gotta go pick up all these breach splinters. Yeah, there's so many and they're everywhere. I think I got them all though. Well, maybe. And then grab the starter ones. Are there any more that I left out? I honestly thought I was gonna crash my PC there for a second because it was like, damn, that's a lot of stuff going on the screen. Like when you're in a mob like that, like it's just crazy. I'm trying to think of other series that I want them to make. Oh, they're remaking the Harry Potter show. They're gonna turn it into a show with HBO. The Dune series as well. The new series for Dune's gonna come out. Well, there's already one right now for Benny Gesserit one. That one's actually a thing at the moment. And then I'm trying to think what else there is. Ooh, tier 15 map. What's the other? The new Dune movie they're working on. Ooh, Elemental. That's a horrendously bad one. I'll probably do Temporal Chains again. Gonna try to go get the boss too while I'm there. Yeah, on HBO. Oh wait, is Rob Zombie doing something? That wouldn't surprise me. I don't really do a lot of horror stuff. Usually I just feel like horror's either like really cheap and like super predictable. Oh no, yeah, The Witcher. Henry Cavill. He's not doing The Witcher, but he's doing Warhammer. That guy was gonna be not Spider-Man. That'd be really funny, actually. Now I actually want to see him as Spider-Man as a joke, like in a meme, like have him show up. That'd be fucking hilarious. Like in an alternate universe, he's Spider-Man. But wait, Henry Cavill's Spider-Man? That'd be fucking absolutely horrible, but it'd be funny. Kind of like how he did the Wolverine cameo in Deadpool. That shit, Cavalrine. Like, oh god. That shit was absolutely funny. But he's gonna do a Warhammer show, and that has potential. Warhammer, I'm not really familiar with it, but those guys are serious about their fucking thing. Like, they're super serious. Henry's also a big fucking nerd, and he takes things seriously. I mean, that was part of the reason he quit The Witcher. You know, he wanted to do The Witcher stuff, and he liked it, and then the director's like, hey, we're gonna change things, and he's like, we shouldn't do that. And they're like, no, we're gonna keep doing it. He's like, okay. Did another season, then he's like, I'm out, and he quit. And then he was gonna be Superman again. That didn't work. Somehow that fell through, and now he's gonna do that one. So we'll see what happens. I haven't seen the new Superman movie yet either. Is that one even out yet? I think the new Superman came out. I haven't watched it. I haven't heard much about it. So maybe it's not out and it's just being advertised, or I don't know. But the Warhammer thing, I think, has potential, because if you ever look online, Henry has talked about Warhammer for like the last, I don't know, 10 years. It's come up in interviews, it's come up in conversations, and then he like gets really into it. He's like someone will like mention it. He's like, yeah, what about it? Like, you play? Like, what about your characters? And he like just goes over different things. And he's a fucking nerd. So I imagine it'll probably be good because he cares about it. I'm not saying he's a nerd in a negative way. It's more of a compliment because he actually cares about and he shows interest to a degree that most do not. And I think that's important if you're gonna have somebody kind of lead your series. you know, they're kind of immerse themselves in it. They're a nerd themselves. They appreciate the sources and they go through it. You know, it makes sense. I watched all the Harry Potter for the first time recently too. Really? You never watched the whole Harry Potter series? Did you ever read the books? Or was that not something that you were like super into in school? They're making a different Harry Potter series on HBO. They're going to redo the whole show. I feel like that's going to be a disaster with J.K. Rowling. Her transphobic rants, like she's fucking nuts. So whoever gets cast in that is just going to be under so much scrutiny, and they're probably going to be kids. So it's like, dude, I feel bad because they're going to get a lot of hate online if their performances aren't good or if they're bad. Like, it's going to be like the Star Wars thing all over again, where the guy who played Anakin, everyone bullied him and gave him shit because, oh, your acting was horrendous. It's like, dude, he's like a fucking 10-year-old kid. Like the fuck? Like, what'd you expect? And then he just did his job. But yeah, fandoms are brutal. So I don't know how it'll go. You didn't read the books. I read them. But the director said some things weird, like really weird too, about the series. He was just like, yeah, I'm not going to follow the source material. And it's like, wait, what? How's that going to work? So that kind of caused people to have questionable things. But yeah, I feel like casting for that is going to be nuts. Like, I just don't know how it's going to work. Like, I feel like people might even turn the role down. Just because it could be a spicy topic. But, I don't know. They keep also doing, what's the other one? They do, I wish I could remember. Fuck. Game of Thrones. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. How they went with so many Game of Thrones series. There's so many knockoffs. But I don't know. I've always liked Harry Potter. I always thought it was cool. I thought it was clever. I read the books in school when I was like in middle school, and I always enjoyed them. The story, the world's interesting. Like, you can argue it's really simple. But it was kind of cool. It was fascinating as a kid. So it's got some lore to it, you know, allure. Like, it's interesting. I think it'd be kind of a cool one to experience again and see how they go with a different route or change the story a bit. Because, I mean, J.K. Rowling also wanted to change things in the show, and she's like, yeah, I've regretted some of those decisions, but she's fucking crazy now, so I don't know how that's going to work. She'll probably be more hands-off, I would imagine. Dude, I don't know how to do the breach, like, when it does this. Like, it just leads me to, like, narrow areas. I can't, I'm not out in the open. I'm not out in the world. Oh no, I can't attack, I'm stunned. I think it's gonna close. Oh, it's no fun. Oh, I got some loot though. Got some things that might be worth a little bit of money. And the breach is a little disappointing. Now I'm gonna go fight the boss and probably get killed by her. She's complicated. If I freeze her, it won't be a problem. We'll see how that goes. She just moves around really fast, so she's hard to lock down. But I think Warhammer has some potential. I think that'd be very interesting. And then Dune, the third part of the movie. That wasn't actually that bad. She normally like teleports like super fast, and then you have to chase her. So she's kind of hard to kill. Ooh, a tier 5 crossbow. Tiered items. If you guys are new and you don't know, I'll show you. So when you identify an item, you can see a tier. Tier 1, Tier 3, Tier 5, Tier 5. So the higher the tier, usually the more rare the attribute is. Also, the higher value it can be. So if you have like a tier 1 physical damage roll, it could be like 1 to 5 damage. But if you have a tier 9, it could be like 50 to 100 damage. So you really want to find those ones that are really, really, really high numbers, because that's when you get good items. The other thing is it restricts, it won't do anything below tier 5. So anything that's like really bad won't get included. So it bumps it up even more. It just won't roll low rolls either. I'm curious what that'll be. And crossbows could be pretty valuable if you hit damage on them. Cold, lightning, elemental, 5 to skills. That's crazy. But it doesn't have physical damage, so I don't think it's really worth anything. Maybe because of the 5, it might be worth something. Oh, it goes up to 7. Holy crap. It's got a good base, though. You might be able to craft it. I'm probably just sell it for like 50 or 60. I'll stick it in there and then worry about it later. I got another breach ring. I want to roll this one, and I want to roll the breach ring. But I don't have what I need. We got to go back and kill the other bosses. Yeah, 7+ skills. So you have to think the crossbow. I have a quiver, right, with a normal bow. A crossbow, you just use it two-handed. So you don't have an offhand. So it allows you to stack slightly better stats on your main weapon because you don't have an offhand. You just have the crossbow. So that's their idea behind it. You can have better stats because you literally only have one arm, like one hand to hold it. Or technically both. So those always roll like crazy, crazy higher numbers than other weapons would. Tier 4 belt. That's potentially good. You want like triple res, life, and health. I don't know what else you would really want on a belt though. Probably just those things. Max life, max mana, and then free resistances if you could get them. I guess maybe armor or evasion, if that's even a thing for certain characters, maybe. But I probably just want the other ones. I don't really see any reason. What section did I miss here? There's got to be more. Maybe back that one. The rift on this one was not great. Or the breach was not great. It's just a small map. Yeah, Game of Thrones books. Ugh. We don't talk about the last season. But they did the spin-off with like House of the Dragon. And so far that's good. But I think like the first night or something or whatever it's called is coming out. Which could be interesting. Fire res, lightning res, max mana. It's rough. Chaos res. Not good enough though.
Of course.
Debating on getting food. I'm hungry. Ooh, sandpit. Have a tier 15 map. That's not bad, I should say. Elemental penetration, not good. Ailment buildup. Ailment buildup. Ugh. We can roll. Tier 14s. Now I have a tier 15. That one looks pretty good. So far. Monster life, monster damage, but rarity and quantity of items. Those are all good. And then I want to get rid of the belt. I thought about rolling it, but I just don't think it's... I mean, you could. I just don't think it's worth it. About to make frozen pizza. I'm gonna go eat a sandwich probably, something. Because I am hungry. And then the question is, will I come back and stream later? Maybe. Haven't decided yet.
Storming arrow.
Thinking about it.
Now this will come in handy.
This one has a lot more wide open spaces, so the breach, if I don't die before I get there, has a lot of potential. Like a lot. Oh, awkward. Trying to heal. Oh, that's an elite. I didn't realize that. And just get him on out of here. Okay. Okay, buddy. I think I froze him. I killed one. Damn, they do a lot of damage. Whoa, that was a lot more than I thought. Must have like a high crit chance on the map. These guys are little bastards. I don't like them at all. They try to freeze you, and if they freeze me, they will kill me. I'm debating on selling that bow, or that, not bow, but that staff. I want to put it on my monk and see how it plays. Yeah, that little guy right there. They're invisible, and they just kind of run around, and then they appear. They're really, 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 really fucking annoying. I grab that tier 15 map while I'm here. I'm stunned. A lot of explosives on the ground. Ah, oh, damn it. Literally just said it, and then I got fucking bopped. Well, we're at 80%, so I think I can level tonight. Ugh, that was brutal. 1 of 29. Melee skills, cold res. I need to go edit that video of me unlocking that staff too. I'll probably do that during my lunch break. Oof. That was rough. Uh-oh. Nicholas, thanks.
Hope you actually get this money.
Yeah, no, Facebook will pay me for that. It'll take a little while because I fixed my tax issue with them, so that shouldn't be a problem. That was a fucking nightmare. But yeah, no. We're good now. We're okay. Not too bad. Not worried about it. Currency exchange. I want Orb of Alchemies. How much do they cost though? I want 10 of them. Is that gonna work? Almost 3 to 1 though. That ain't gonna work. That's telling me. I'm like, stop. Alright, you know what? I'm not even gonna fuck with it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Sup, perp? How you doing, man? You caught me at a bad time. I'm gonna go grab some food real quick, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna play. I think I'm gonna come back tonight and play again. Because I gotta level up more, and I also want to see. Well, I gotta edit that video too. But Nick, thank you for the 530 stars. I appreciate it. Thanks guys for chatting with me for a bit. It's been a fun 4 or 5 hours, and I'll be back hopefully either tonight or do a late stream because my sleep schedule is ruined, or I will be back sometime in the morning. But we'll see how it goes. Might get on tonight. We'll see. But thanks guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a bit.